will act hurt, but deep down.
Yeah, no, she's the same.
Who was acting this whole time? What? I never heard of this.
He's a masochist.
Messages.
I thought it was a me. Oh gosh. I've been an enabler.
Yes. Yeah. I thought you knew.
I was joking. I didn't know I was. What?
Yes, Kiro, you have a knack for this. Yes.
2 years I've been bullying you, and he likes it.
I was feeling a few.
You haven't been bullying him, Kiro. You just been assisting him in his enjoyment.
I thought because, bro, it's like
You
when
thought it was a joke.
I thought it's like when the.
It's okay.
When
just
I
accept.
find out the truth.
It's like when you know how but the other guy says you don't say it back. It's like. Oh my god.
It's been 2 years, Hazel. If you had ever felt offended, you would have let you know by now.
Oh, I thought he had like a hard skin or something. It's like okay, cool.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
nice to know. I know.
Yes, for sure, Azim winks.
It's not even thick skin. He takes pleasure in being degraded.
And yeah, if I'm not wrong, I remember Q saying that his siblings is listening in. I'm like,
She hasn't downloaded Discord yet. I've been telling her to download Discord. At the same time, I'm happy she's not joining in.
Very good.
She would know too much. But she already know too much. At the same time.
Nah, I don't know.
Laughing
Yeah.
he is laughing like a chihuahua back there.
They're having fine.
I don't know how to move on with this information. I don't know if I want to bully you more.
I
we have 30
just
minutes before we start, boys, so please prepare your character sheets, have a nice evening, get your foods ready, your cup of water.
Hey, you
Awesome.
dope. We're dancing.
Like it isn't that weird, is it, Q? When you feel it.
No, not really.
Okay, good.
I'm fine with it.
I am confused and uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, Azim, I could be more weird, but I don't wanna.
It could be more weird.
Yes.
So it gets weird if Q starts saying yes. I mean more. That's when it starts getting weird.
When I put
That's
in
what-
titles for you, you're gonna cringe.
Titles, sorry? Titles.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I don't want to say more.
You're not gonna start calling Hazim daddy, are you?
I'm not saying anything.
What is going on?
Don't call Kiro anything.
Okay.
Doing
let's
something unholy.
Alright, let's leave it. Let's leave it.
Yes,
Because I think I heard someone say, I'm kind of uncomfortable by this. I don't know who said it.
Me.
Yes.
Yes. But we apologize, correct?
Please apologize.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait.
No, not you.
But you on behalf.
Wait.
What?
Which Cray are we talking to right now?
There's only one Cray.
I've gone off grid a long time ago.
Are you certain?
There's only the other version of Cray, but it's okay. It's another lore. Don't worry about it.
Cray, I'm just joking, Cray. I'm just joking around.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Another Cray will come to replace me.
So who's playing now? Is it Nerd Cray or is it Chad Cray?
No, just normal Cray.
Or God Cray.
No, that's only when complex Cray come along.
That's when you climb up the bunk bed. That's what happens.
Yeah. Basically, I feel like it would be funny that now Cray became more and more arrogant. But for now, arrogant. Yeah, but now Cray is just a normal Cray.
I'm just waiting for the day Cray just says, I have the high ground!
One day.
That will be the time.
I wanna see that.
Yeah. I cannot do it on the bed. It needs to be something bigger.
It needs to be epic at the same time.
You This is gonna be one crazy arc, y'all.
Yo!
I'm scared. Scared for this arc.
Nah, it should be fine.
Yeah. You are so optimistic, Ray.
Hell yeah.
Optimistic is good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. One step at a time. Actually, I should put more. Ayo, papa. Doing something unholy.
Who have I not met in real life so far? Gale, Goonie, Cray. I don't think I've met you guys in real life before.
Who?
What are you talking about, man?
Meeting in
We
real life.
met before.
You have?
Spelling
Yeah.
Faraye? Wait, I don't know how to
6
spell.
years ago? 7 years ago? I can't remember.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting. we met in college, right?
I think it was during your college time.
Yeah. Alright, I keep forgetting. I guess you're not using your real name, guys. Well, it gets confusing. Even Theo sometimes I forget.
Yeah. Understandable.
He's a private man.
Yeah. I don't know what Dane's actual name is, and I've known him since I started playing D&D.
Dan?
You wanna know what my actual name is?
Oh, it's Hazim, come on.
Daniel?
Dane is actually Dane. Rashidin. Rasidin.
I
Rasidin?
don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't dare ask Yura, but I don't even know if Yura's name is actually just Yura or it's actually Yura.
Oh god, actual Yura.
The name has the actually in it.
Yeah, actually Yura.
It's just his middle name.
You're not gonna be confused about that.
Disadvantage on next time. Oh, I'm not the
Oh god.
If only I had the power.
Drop.
Only. Summon the boulder god.
Not the
I
ball.
need to know about your region next time, Nas.
If you guys come my way, I'm happy to accommodate for y'all.
Doing something unholy.
I want to have like a one shot where it's not really canon, but we do side quests there, so we know a little bit about your.
A beach episode?
No, if you're doing it, it has to be canon.
You have to be canon? Oh my god. Pawash, apa dah kerja?
If I was a DM, I don't think I can handle the canons.
Boleh ambil game tapi main dekat bilik kakak, boleh. Tanya kakak, abang kerja. Boleh. Thank you,
Maybe
thank
next
you.
time, Jim.
The fuckari. Oh wait, yes, go.
Tak boleh ke?
Doing something unknown. Ooh, what the fuck was that?
What?
Bong ping bong ping bong ping ping bong.
I hear a loud noise and I got scared and I was like, it's fine.
It's the neighbors again. It's the fireworks.
Oh my god, please don't.
Ping ping bong.
I'm so angry.
Is it?
Hmm?
Cute.
Oh, Hazim.
Oh, me?
Since you guys are here and we're not
Yeah.
starting until like 8:30. There is a interesting development in regard to your shall we say what's the word I'm looking for? Introduction to Dungeon Master.
Okay.
Anyway, Q was here yesterday to talk about it. I
Yes.
don't know if Azip was here yesterday.
I told him a bit about it.
Yeah.
So you guys know Ior, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The west of Ior is a small, unoccupied island. It's not too small where it's tribal, but it's also not too big where it becomes exponential continent. And we think that it's a good testing ground for you guys to learn to be dungeon masters.
Huh?
Yeah. So you'll have there are 3 separate regions for all the 3 of you to mess around and build your world. You can always ask questions in the chat. I think there's a new thread for new DM stuff. And the reason this development has happened is because we do want to bring you guys into the council and in building up to future regions. Future campaign and future regions. It also gives a testing ground for co-DM.
For the ending.
Oh dear.
Because as you know, the Lost Continent there's multiple DMs.
Yeah.
And all the regions are connected in one way or form. So this is more of a way of collaborating with each other and the history and all that. Yeah. So because the regions are all close by, you can sort of negotiate and collaborate on what history you have with each region, and then you guys can hold one-shots that are not canon, by the way, to the main campaign. You guys are free to run one-shots in your own regions to test out and get a feel for the history, how deep you want it, how loose you want it, and some other and wacky shit. And again, the rules are still following the basis of when we started the Lost Continent. Whatever you can create, whatever you want in the region, so long as you run it by the council.
Alright.
So for one, it has to be manageable. Right? Whatever stuff you come up, make sure you have the source books or you have notes written down for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then in terms of collaborating will be the funnest part because you can go all out war, or you can have some sort of weird tense Cold War type shit where spies are against spies.
I see.
Then I think the fun part as well is that if you have unique resources in your region, you can sort of make that into a plot point in a way. Yeah, and this spin-off is called Lost Island.
Alright. Lost Island, huh?
So, Tim, you have, I think... Alright, no worries, Hassan. So, I think Jim will provide the island with the split region, and then it'll be among you guys to discuss which region you guys want to take. And then from there, if there's any like world building advice that you need, or any just dungeon mastering advice that you need, go ahead and drop it in chat. I think my only advice is that don't build it too in depth.
Not take it seriously, basically.
Not I wouldn't say not take it seriously. You need to take it seriously if you decide to go.
It's to give it growth.
I see.
For the players to give the
world
yeah.
some depth.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because one of my world building mistakes, I created a fucking continent with a bunch of different places, but the campaign never only stretched within certain areas. So that's why it's a bit of a shame to just having spent all that time not have it explored. It also saves you time, it also saves you from stress. Thankfully the island is small enough that you don't have to worry about like crossing over other regions and other things like that. But start small, then whatever else can always fill it in at a later time.
I see.
Alright.
CrayGray Alpha, here we go.
Does your character actually have some type of personality disorder, Cray?
Who?
For Cray.
Character. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because like sometimes when I come in, I hear Cray taking charge, like the leader, like that's the Cray I'm familiar with. The Cray I met entering Cray was like, did something happen to Cray?
He has depression.
Yes, Cray go.
That's why.
Yeah. I think it's a very fun arc to utilize the impact of what CrayGray experiencing, because he's from the small continent, basically a village from faraway land, and then meet its celestial god's power. The people that he knew die. I think it's like, you know what, Cray? Here's some depression, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah, sure.
Yeah, just a little bit. But it seems like, as much as I love CrayGray being what he is, chaos, I think it's fun to make CrayGray chaos, especially when he is an environment that he unrecognized first. But he will develop a sense of justice afterwards, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there should be character development for a character lah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think in DrakenHeim, Cray just experienced loss and deal with his sadness. And the last one was wrath, so he's angry. Like, and then afterwards he's like, sloth. He's like, you know what? I can't do anything. I just realized I got nothing.
Oh, yeah, true. There was that time. Yeah.
Yeah, so Cray just, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the train like the rest of them because I don't think I can do anything here, right? So I think it's really good for Cray to level up a bit instead of being, the CrayGray that is scared. But in order to Cray to change, I think it would be fun to have a little switch of personality because he know how to act now. Like act the feat is a thing. So that would be fun.
Oh.
Yeah, looking forward.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Out of nowhere, CrayGray became intellectual individual and get scared.
Oh, that's a surprise for Brook. Damn.
He will speak about the philosophy of rules and regulation are meant to be broken, and people will be like, "What the fuck? What is happening, Cray? Are you okay? Do you eat another special cookie?"
Are you possessed right now?
That will be fun because I want to envision a man that holds a celestial weapon. I think it makes sense that he lost his sense of security and personality and basically changed his whole thing. Yeah.
I would love to see that.
A different man now.
Yeah, that's why he's being a dick every time you put him upwards.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Because Cray desired change, but he's still unknown about it. Either someone teach him or he's gonna do his own way. Either A, he's gonna be a villain, or B, he's gonna be a good guy. He's unknown yet. But he's still in the glove of glory. He's either more aggressive or still understanding and kind. Yeah. There you go, philosophy of CrayGray. Yeah. I'm excited.
What about Noctis? I'm interested to actually since we're still waiting till 8:30, I think, to play.
Yeah.
How is the character development for you guys? Like Raguni, Issa, and Regalia for your characters? How is the character development you feel been going?
To be fair, Noctis haven't had any of his character arcs just yet.
Okay.
You just like coffee.
Yeah, he's been his character arc is just that he's developed an addiction to coffee and he's become the babysitter of the group.
There will be an arc for you, Noctis.
Yeah. I like to believe Noctis is very hardworking individual. So it will be fun to see that everything that he does like breaks apart and he trusts other people more than himself though. That will be interesting to see. Yeah.
So Noctis is that kind of character. He trusts himself more than he trusts other people.
Yeah, because right now he seems... Yeah.
In the previous TK group, he trusted Fulgri and Novalia more than most.
Yeah, because they are intellectually smart. But now you have us.
Like, because before there's like Noctis with Fulgri, Fulgri makes good decisions. But then back then he was just a bit timid to make those decisions quickly.
Yeah.
In high stress situations.
Yeah.
And he does trust Novalia, but then Novalia also does tend to worry. But then he trusts Novalia when it comes to financial stuff.
Yeah, so basically
he wants to trust Theo, but Theo was always making trouble. He wants to trust Cray, but you know what Cray does.
What are you talking about?
You know what Novka is.
Cray's cool. Novka is cool. Everybody's cool.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ironically, Team TK sounds like a bunch of pirates.
Oh, you guys sound like as your name dictates.
Yeah. A troublesome kids.
A troublesome bunch.
Going through adolescence.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey,
Cool.
To be fair, as an elf, I'm supposed to be young here. I'm not even in my adulthood yet.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
you're not an adult yet.
He hasn't reached that
In
age
elf
yet.
terms, no. In elf terms, no. I'm not
Yeah,
an
yeah,
adult
yeah,
in elf
yeah,
terms.
Okay.
I think I was supposed to be the adult here, is it? I'm not sure. Am I the
You
oldest
were
one?
supposed to.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the oldest among us was Fulgari.
Yeah. So that's why I give him the leader. I was like, here you go, Vulgary, I believe in you.
Is the youngest?
No, I don't remember. I think he was the oldest in our group.
No, it's
As
Cray.
a player.
Cray's 33.
Yeah.
Cray is old. Oh, yeah. So crazy. But
Fulgari is 21.
I got my blown his cover.
Noctis,
Oh god.
Theo and Novalia is 24. I know about Novka.
this is 21. Not this is 21.
Oh, 21?
Yeah.
Kiro, you and me have a habit of playing really old characters.
I love old characters and young characters. I love the both spectrums. Because Brook is just the young adult. He's 50 years old.
I either play a really dumb guy or a really smart or a really wise guy.
True.
Yep.
Gee.
I rarely do dumb guys. I really do intellectual and wise.
But when
Or-
you do dumb guys,
Yeah.
we get amazing results.
Yes, somehow.
You have see Richter, Richter the Barbarian. Then you have
Oh,
Butterman.
oh, Butterman. Oh god.
Butterman was genius, man.
Now I'm slowly introducing Pat now.
Oh, you're introducing Pat?
Yeah, slowly. I wanna really play Pat. That's why I'm thinking of playing Pat in the AL. But
Pat's
yeah.
Pat's a pretty great character, not gonna lie.
yeah, I somehow I'm because dulu my first choice I would like my first choice to be a bard one. Tapi I chose the second choice wizard. Wizard Warlock lah satu P wizard. And now I wanna bring back that bard feel.
What about Theo? The interesting character development with Theo Regalia?
I mean, Theo haven't gone out in the world, like, exploring for, like... I mean, ever since he was born. So, it's kind of a bit, like, conflicted right now, in terms of, like, when he discovered that he got a sibling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of a bit hard, lah, for me to...
You're a bit torn.
Yep.
I thought I was alone and edgy. I have a little brother now.
Toxic.
Oh, you haven't seen Edgy. Q, why don't you explain to me the edginess of my character?
Oh god.
Before season 2. Before season 2.
We're done.
Oh yeah, Verdance. Your
season
blood
1.
so for fuck's sake. You
God.
just love to use your blood weird. Just
In season 1, Nasa's character Verdance had this thing called the Blood Weird. Similar to Novalia's like Water Weird,
Oh.
except that it loved to devour things. It literally sucked the blood out of living creatures.
it's not a small guy. It's a big guy in a container.
Oh
Yes.
god.
There were multiple times where when the Blood Weird was released, Nas had to roll something to make sure he had control over it.
Yes.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and then at the very end of it all, at the end of season 1, it ate the body of one of our companions who died.
Yeah. That was a fun session.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh, that was that was a very doozy.
I miss Dirk.
Yeah, but
Please.
Dirk became apt.
He gone insane.
I wonder how that happened, huh?
Shut up, Jim. I'm just saying, Jim.
Yeah, Q. If you miss Dirk, imagine the shit I'm going through right now.
Because I had so much plan for him. Yeah.
I just realized
Yes.
we might see him soon, considering where Jasper is.
I know. And the what I talk about with Jim, I'm starting to nyasau.
Kenapa? What did you talk with Jim about?
Oh, there's he because there's a spell. I don't want to say the full thing, but there's a spell that we talked about that I
Oh.
changed a few about it, and somehow it's a bit more drastic. I can say that it's just a normal spell,
What level?
I don't want to say about it.
It's one of those spells. Oh god damn it! you edited one of those spells? Oh
Maybe.
yeah, bye.
Because originally he was conjuration wizard. Now he changed. He was
Yeah.
that was not the original school of magic he was. He was supposed to be different. If he ever took that path.
Naruhodo.
And he did.
Oh boy.
Actually, Kusama Azab, I haven't been able to keep up with the Twilight Envoy
Mm.
storyline at the moment. How's that going so far? I know something about Gadrick wrestling a I don't even want to know why.
Right. So, in the last session, we were dealing with Atarui's storyline. Because Twilight Envoy, like proper Twilight Envoy, we started off with dealing with the teleportation incident with the Amber Heat. That's when we teamed up, like all three of us were together again. Then we got teleported to the Death Domain, where we were like trying to figure out some things with Amber, and we eventually met with Truth. Once there, once we found out about Truth, at this point, Varian has like this whole side thing about his missing memories and whatnot, was something he did, and he vaguely recognizes the name Truth, so he was going to investigate that. Gadget was given a mission by the divine patron to help Truth, and Ataru was there for along the ride.
Yeah.
So we find out that one of like Truth's memories had been fragmented into like physical items, or like they're like physically moved away. So we found out that one of them was nearby in the Death Domain.
Yeah.
So we went to get that one. We had a whole quest about it. At the end of that journey, we found out a bit more things about the Death Domain and about ourselves. That was catalyst for changes in some of us.
Yeah.
And after we left, it was the evening of New Year's, which you know what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we left. Then we were trying to find our NPCs that we cared about. Basically, some emotional shit happened in the sea quarters. Chow Main's fine though, and the twins.
Yeah. So sending those noodles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Some shit happened in the sea quarters. But it sort of affects us. But like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then after that, we went to go collect Atsuru's animals. And you know what his squirrels are, right, Nas?
I am very much aware, and I know what's going on with them now. You don't have to spoil that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Ataru's storyline lah. We were dealing with his storyline in the middle of New Year's Eve.
Well, both Varian and Hathaway just keep talking. I'm just like, stop!
What do you want me to do? I can't cast spells. I do not have a
Hey, same with me. I understand. I can only use strength here.
I think I was. What's your persuasion check, Gadrick?
Gila, +0 ah.
Okay, so Asuri had the -1. You have plus. I'm the only one with a decent persuasion check, a +5.
Oh, that's great for you. I don't have any persuasion with that.
The downsides of making intelligence my dump stat though. My history checks are forever shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a +3, but I've rolled more natural ones in history than I have in any other check I've made
Yes,
period.
that is your bane.
I don't know why he's so shit in history. He has proficiency.
Must be that gems that you took on.
What gems?
Those memories.
There was
That
only
was for
one.
Arcana.
Oh, yeah.
That was for Arcana checks. I don't do Arcana checks.
Sometimes you just need to let stuff go as it.
He did.
I did.
A few more could do.
The link to that obsession is literally gone right now.
Yep.
As in,
Yep.
I literally can't chase after it at the moment.
Yep.
That means you have let go. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I just came in.
I mean, if it was letting go, what about you?
I had nothing to let go, to be honest. I don't really know what I was holding on to.
Nothing to let go of, huh? Aturui? What about your What about Escarit?
I mean, like there.
Have you finally let him go?
I mean, I let him die, so obviously I let him go.
I
have like other horses that I can call.
Well, rather than letting him go, you're moving forward. After his death. Yeah.
What is this cantrip master feat?
Huh?
You can cast a cantrip as a bonus action. You cannot use 2 damaging cantrips in the same round. Feat dari mana nih?
Probably homebrew.
Jim,
I don't.
Jim, is that yours?
It must be someone's.
No.
I can't wait for your message, Zip.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Don't worry about it, Q. Don't worry about it.
Sure. I don't know if that news hits him. I don't know what's gonna happen to Kiro and Pheel.
No, my worry is Yura's gonna make it so I need to time it right as well. Because I don't know what Yura's going to do. If at one point you're in a fight and then you get descending abyss.
Gila to.
Yeah, sure. Say that out loud, Azib. Why don't you?
Because I want it to happen.
Yes.
What other reason would I say it out loud?
Get a TPK, Azib. Do it. Let the TMs know that you are the cause
What
of
did I
this.
hear about TPK?
Nothing.
I'm
just extrapolating what you just said. Don't worry about it, Yura.
So, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could I have a recap from someone, or would you like me to do it? You'll get a reward if you recap.
I'm good.
No one? Okay.
No one.
No one?
No one, I guess.
Wait. I want the reward.
Lisa,
Hold up.
I choose
Hold up.
you.
I want the reward.
No.
Okay.
So before we begin, a very good evening, a very good afternoon, a very good morning for those who are here with us today. My name is Yura. Welcome back to the Lost Continent. Here we are today. We are having our sessions, unexpected introductions, another episode in Eastern Fray. I am your dungeon master for today. My name is Yura, and I hope to see you guys enjoy today's session. Alright, before we begin, I would like for everyone to introduce themselves. Let's start from the top. Mr. Afik, please introduce your character.
Hello. Bezdna here. your everyday chef barbarian path of the wild magic. Let's see, looking forward to cooking again. I'm not sure, it's been a long time since Bezdna cooked in session. But yeah,
Alright, going down the list. Cray.
Oh well, I am CrayGray. Wait, I am a paladin and also a halfling, very tiny, but big dreams. I got a celestial weapon from my sensei that is perished by something called time. I got a shiny armor.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, going down the list, we have Gunny.
Hello, I'm Guni. I play as Noctis, a dark elf blade singing wizard. Noctis is very addicted to coffee, and is usually the one that's keeping the team on hold. But currently, he is with far bigger and far stronger and far more responsible people. So therefore, let's see what he will be up to.
Alright, we'll find out in this session. Alright, going down the list, we have Isa. Please introduce your character.
Hello. My character is a rapper bard from Crowding City. and and yeah, he used the mic as a weapon, and he lyricize all his spell as much as possible. And nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you.
If that's the case, going down the list, Theo, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Regalia. Play as Theo. My character involving as a rogue. I have a psychic power and shadow power. It's your typical weep anime character.
Oh, Isekai Dweeb anime character. Let's
Anime
go.
protagonist.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright. Going down the list, we have Zach. Wait, is Zach here? Please introduce your character.
I'll just be quick. Hi, I'm just Jim here, a new player. Hi, playing Zach, the traveling photographer. He's just a normal guy who had a very traumatic experience after spending years in the lands. Now just living life as if it's his last days. Also, he only drinks every other day. Hi, bye.
Alright.
What a cool guy.
Alright, cool. Going down the list, one of our regular residential wizards, Mr. Cube or Q.
Yes.
Please introduce your character.
Yes, my name is Mr. Cube. I am playing Brook Rootweaver, a forest gnome, a divination wizard. Came from the Holy Kingdom. Now is in the East of Reyn. He is a self-proclaimed ringmaster, but somehow it spread and everyone knows he's a ringmaster now. He has a cast on his left leg, a very expensive robe on him, and a right eye that glows every time any kind of school of magic pass by. And that's Brook.
Alright. That's good to know. Good to know. Going down the last of the list of the people introduced.
Hi, it's me.
Please introduce yourself, Kiro.
I'm Kiro. Thanks you. Is there more? Sorry,
Okay,
hold
next guy.
What a mysterious man.
Alright. Residential Doctor Hero. Savior of the South. Messiah of the free people of
The only thing that applies to me is the first
and
one, by
so
the
on
way.
and so forth. Now we're going down the list, and finally, last but not the least, Mr. Nasruddin. Please introduce your character that you will be playing today.
I will be playing Verdance Bernick, a Firbolg Druid, Monster Hunter Plumber, and currently embroiled in some pretty fateful shit.
Right. So moving on to where we last left off. Mr. Isa, was it? Did you wanted to do the recap for us?
Oh my god, okay. A lot of things happened back then. I can't remember much of the detail, but the main key points is that I remember we were flying on the beam. We were about to go out on a limb to help Salza on a mission because we simp. But the blimp got attacked by some flying dragon machine thingy, so we had to escape while Turner held the wheel spinning. He aimed the ship to the sky trying to save the city, because when we go out on parachutes, it was hard to execute. Even when we land, we got separated to boot, and the blimp that we ride blew up like a nuke. And that's it.
Clap.
Give you a D20 for that. Take a T20 inspiration for freestyle on that shit.
Hey, let's go.
Alright. Thank you for the recap, Mr. Issa. Alright, so since we last left off, yes, you guys were on an airship heading to Eastern Frey, but as circumstances, you guys woke up as fire was ensuing in the airship, burning and smoke going through the hallways. You guys had time, hard breathing. So, you guys tried to get up all the equipment you got all the parachute you have, jumped out, pulled the chute. Some of you had adventures up in the sky, tried to save yourselves, but one thing led to another. You had to improvise, and once you pulled out the chutes, you saw the airship fly. You saw a flash of light. It disappeared. It's currently 9 o'clock, 9:30, as you're about to land on your specific destinations. Most of you had to deal with individuals, while a group of the TK, Mr. Noctis, Theo, Cray, Zach, and surprisingly Theo's brother / sister, not too sure, and Emily were heading towards the eastern side of the slums, while Brook, Pheel, Kiro were heading towards what seems to be the western side of the slums, where they will be meeting up with a lady on a bike, a man with a mysterious hat and a centaur, looking up towards them as they land, and Diego holding on to Bezdna to his dear life, reaching to the point where there is a police officer with a suit and tie with sirens falling about. So, thank you for the recap for that, Mr. Issa. Now we continue back to our adventures. So, as you guys land onto the ground, you all are separated from one another, but we will begin with the three-man group who will be meeting, surprisingly, a purple tiefling, a mysterious man with a scarf and a hat, and a blue-haired mask centaur. Brook, Phil, and Kiro, you're up first.
Damn it.
Alright, Yura, can you describe the scene again? Just to give us all.
So as you guys were landing about, you guys were holding onto parachutes. You then land on a situation where there was people who were waiting for you as where you were about to land. It is you were landing by a bridge by the city, near the western side of the Eastern Frey in Clockwork Keep. And when you arrive, to your surprise, you're not too sure where you are, but it looks a bit well built. In the area that you're about to land, there is a bridge and such, but as you're about to land, you see a tiefling, a hooded tiefling, a purple hooded tiefling female by the looks of it, a mysterious covered man with a lovely hat, and a centaur, blue-haired with a mask. They all wait for your arrival as you land safely onto the ground, and you immediately get asked a question from the purple-haired tiefling. The purple-skinned tiefling, and she says, "Hello. I didn't expect people to come from the sky today. May I ask your visit?" And she's basically directing this to anybody of you three as you are slowly,
We were supposed
well,
to be
if you're asking for a visa,
What?
I'm not quite sure where I left my wallet. Sorry, I think it's common courtesy to introduce yourself first, but my name is Kiro, just Kiro.
Yes, Kiro. You look very mysterious, sir. All in black and all, but are you a medic of some sort? Are you part of the army?
a medic of sorts. And I direct my hand pointing towards the armband that I have. May I know your name?
Very particular set of friends you have here, Mr. Kiro. I understand you are a medic, but the other two, as he looks to what seems to be a top hat, white-haired, colored-eyed man with another individual who is currently looking like a typical street thug that
Oh
she's
my
not really
God.
worried about, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Well, I think my comrades will love to introduce themselves to you, but we don't even know your name.
Oh, sorry, let me introduce myself. I am Jane. I technically I live around here, and this is my friend, Vascoon and Antonio. And you then see Vascoon just taps his head, and he bows. Antonio then looks towards you and says, "Greetings, fellow friends. Are you of the faith?"
The faith?
Yes, Sar, the Wolf Lord of Lightning. Are you of that faith?
No, but I suppose we would like to know because we're quite new and this sounds quite novel to us here.
Strange. You look familiar. Not you, sir. Not he's as he points towards you, Phil. You're not someone I'm familiar with. The other two, on the other hand, it resembles someone from the news I watched recently. Anywho,
Must be a
welcome
coincidence.
to Clockwork Keep. Did you manage to come from an airship or an airplane? You guys were flying for a while now.
Yeah, we were like flying up top of it and then suddenly we got attacked by some giant birds. What are those?
Attacked by giant birds, you say? And you notice that Vascoon and Antonio are reaching to the side of their coats.
Oh, Brook noticed that also, right?
Yes, definitely.
I'm also reading my hand.
And for a brief moment, Brook, what's your passive perception?
11.
No, look at 11. Kiro, what's your passive perception?
21.
Phil, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception. Where the heck is it? 15.
15. Other than Brook and Phil, you don't really see much, but Kiro, you're not too sure, but there seems to be what of a vivid image of an outline of a purple like hue that shapes of a canine next to Jane, and you could have sworn you heard a slight growl, but you don't see anything.
Quick question, Yura, the DM.
Mhm.
What are the relationship between Sar,
Frey and Sar.
Frey and Sar religion? Are they hostile against each other or friendly?
Frey is mainly for you, Kiro. You don't need to worry about the history check for this one. Sorry, religion check for this one. You're familiar with it because you took the test for more than 7 years. Anywho, you remember it very vividly, but Frey is the dominant religion that is spread around Frey, of course, because of the namesake of the country or the region itself. But Sar is the brother to Frey, as they're technically twins. Frey and Sar being lightning and ice. They are the father and mother of nature of said source. And yeah, surprisingly in Eastern Frey, they worship Sar as he is the father of the sky, and Frey being the mother of Earth. So you need to understand that he is also known to be the god of war, or in a sense, the blessings of production around Eastern Frey. So, to your surprise, Vascoon and Antonio look like people from the church. They don't dress well, but you can tell that they have symbols of Sar on their on the side of their either on their necklaces or whatever they're wearing. But yeah, they seem to be well armed, to be surprising to you because you don't really see priest and priestess. But after mentioning that, you then remember Sister Amelia.
Sister Amelia seems to be of the Sar faith, so Is he? Are they hostile? Like Frey worshippers and Sorry worshippers? If I show my symbol, like, hey, I worship Frey, would that sully relationships? As far as I know.
You're not too sure. You would have to try.
Ooh, gosh. All right. Any ideas, guys?
You're the one who's doing the talking right now. We're trying to be peaceful here for now, but they know the mechanisms that the birds, I think. So I think that those are security reasons. Do they have any insignias on them?
Yeah, they have insignias. So, well, actually, Brook, make a perception check. Kiro, you don't need to worry about it. Well, I'm waiting for Brook actually.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's great to know. It's a fucking 3.
You don't see any insignias, but Kiro, you remember vaguely of Kiro, make a history check. Let's just see if you remember this.
Oh, please, Kiro, please do it.
But
it is a natural 20.
Oh my god, with a natural 20, Kiro, for the natural 20 of the roll for today. Jane seems to be part of the Enforcers, a police or the law enforcement group that handles Eastern Frey, especially in Clockwork Keep. They are technically the people of the law, and they manage they handle the justice department for anything that deals with crime and such. And to your surprise, she's not wearing her typical uniform. She may be undercover or maybe a detective. You're not too sure.
Did Pheel see they were like trying to reach out for like weapons and stuff?
Phil, make a perception check, please.
Please, Phil.
Okay. I got on the 20. I mean, D&D Beyond 12.
Oh, with a 12. You see them reaching out for something, but you're not too sure. They're probably 15 feet away from you, so do as you may with your discretion.
All right. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, where are my manners? My name's Pheel. I'm from Clouding City, so I'm like quite new here. Just a bard, a wandering bard.
Yeah, as you continue, as you say this, Jane then speaks up and says, "Oh, you're from Clouding City. Sorry about that. I'm not. Yes. I actually haven't properly introduced myself. My name's Jane. I'm an undercover cop, if you can tell." And she shows you her badge.
Oh. Copper. Okay. No, I respect that.
I see.
Oh.
Enforcers are used a lot.
Yeah, and yes, we are the well, I am the enforcers. Vascun and Antonia here just accompany me as I do my rounds around the slums, actually. Welcome to Clockwork Keep. Usually I would ask you guys to present your papers, but I need to ask something. Your name was Kiro and Brook, was it not?
I didn't say my name.
Oh, okay, sorry. Kiro.
Yes. That is my name, yes.
You wouldn't happen to be, and then she shows you a poster of the Market Heroes.
No!
You wouldn't happen to be these people here, would you?
Can I insert her when she showed that picture? Like, does she want to know? Like, is there anything more to that when she asked that question?
What is on the picture too? Is it a wanted poster or is it like a?
Okay, Phil, I need you to make a intelligence check. Brook, you make an insight check. Kiro, what would you like to do?
I like to vibe check to
Insight
vibe
check.
Yeah,
I got a net one.
Oh no. 16 for Brook.
A 25 for me. Insight.
25. Kiro, you're not too sure, but when she revealed the poster of you, the Martyred Hero, she's genuinely asking you a question because if you remember correctly, Kiro, you were interviewed by people who presume you were alive, and news have spread to Eastern Frey. They're not too sure if it's true though. So she's just probably trying to validate the rumors. For Brook, ill intent, you're not too sure. But with an insight, yeah, she's probably just curious. Other than that, Kiro, when you look into her, you know, her aura, you couldn't help but feel that there's something looming around her that's just keeping an eye on you three. Like another presence, but you're not too sure why.
Is my eye glowing, reacting to it?
It's just reaching 9:30, and just as you say so,
Shit.
Brook, your eyes start to glow back to normal.
No, this is sus!
Vibrant colors coming through your eyes, immediately showing many colors of the schools around. As Brook, I need you to make a con save for me. As these vibrant colors just emanate straight from to your eyes into your mind.
This is bullshit.
What does
You
this
have to
look
open
like
up
from
your mouth, huh?
outside? Like,
16.
16.
Yeah, 16.
You,
Uh-huh.
Brook, you managed to hold on to your eyes just before it was about to pop out.
Uh-huh.
But it continues to glow, and it pushes your brain. It pushes into your eye socket. You immediately feel the presence of the weave returning back into your soul. Same goes with Phil and Kiro, as immediately you feel the weave return back to you. You're not too sure why, but it was missing for a brief moment. And as your eyes start to glow, you then see Vascoon, Antonio, and Jane pull out their weapons and they say, "What's that about?" Then they pull out their guns. Vascoon pulling out a weapon and Antonio pulling out his weapon.
Sorry about that. It's alright. It's just a side effect. That's all.
A side effect, huh? Are you sure you're not infected by the Crimson Stones?
Both of you, please put your weapons down. You see, there was well, we weren't really sure what happened, but there was a magic outage that happened yesterday. And it seems my friend over here is a bit too sensitive to the magic around the environment.
Brook, for the first time, your right eye, it goes back to normal, and what you see in front of you, you see a silhouette of what seems to be a weird shaped canine colored in purple.
What is that dog doing? As he looks really thoroughly to that dog.
Jane then looks at you confused, and she realizes you could see that her companion. Vascoon and Antonio looks towards her and raises an eyebrow, and they immediately look towards you with their weapons held high. They're not too sure who you are. They're not too sure what's going on. We'll get back to you in a bit. All right, let's move on to the next group.
Azim, help! Help!
Bezdna. Oh, Bezdna. Are you here, sir? Afek. 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 Seriously? Afek! You're either muted or away. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Alright, I am ready.
Alright, Afek, you falling from the sky, you reach to what seems to be an opening, and upon that opening you see a a vehicle with blue and red lights approaching you. You land with Diego barely holding on to you. As you land, you then see a man come out of his vehicle, and he's a man with a suit, tie, and glasses, and he approaches you and says, sorry to interrupt your skydiving session, but this is not permitted for skydiving. Can I ask who you are?
I just give a quick glance to Diego. He's fine.
He's seen some days. Seen better days.
And I replied back, well, it wasn't really a skydiving buddy choice. But here we are.
And he taps his chin and says, "Right, can I see your papers, son?"
Yeah, sure thing. I just rummaged through my handkerchief / porthole and take out my documents.
Bezdna, you felt nothing for a brief moment, and as you reach into your pocket, you remembered that you don't feel much. And as you try to look into your bag, it's just his handkerchief. It doesn't seem to open up yet.
Oh, well, this is weird. Usually this opens up into a bag.
Alright, sorry. There's been reports of if you're looking for magical items, it seems that they're not working at this moment. Sorry, if that's the case, can I at least have your name?
Yes, certainly. I am Bezdna. I was traveling from Crowding City, and along here is Diego.
I see. Did you pass immigrations when you went from Crowding City to here?
Yes, we did.
Right. Could I see? Oh, damn, your papers are not here. Well, I'm sorry to say, I must have to bring you in, to the station. Would that be all right?
Certainly. But can we get some medic just to check on my friend? He was hit in the head.
Don't worry. I'll contact dispatch to let them know that in headquarters we'll have a medic ready for him. All right. So you'll be accompanying me to the headquarters, yeah?
Yep, certainly. I suppose I should.
All right. Are you here alone? Besides you and your friend over here?
Well, I had my friends, but we were all separated when our ship crashed.
Sorry, crashed?
Well, it more of exploded.
Exploded! I see. Well, could you please write that in the report? Well, certainly. This is fine, interesting. Sorry, my name's Officer Henry. Well, do take the time to write down your report. I would love to know more of the ship you speak of.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Certainly.
Certainly. And all right, we move on to the other group. Ooh, I was preparing for this. Upon landing, Cray, Zach, Noctis, Theo, and Emily, you land into what seems to be an empty square on the eastern side, with a statue on the right and a well on the left. A couple of houses as people seems to be skirming off as you guys land. Shortly after, when you land, you keep yourself up. You detach yourself from the parachute, cutting yourself free, and here you are landing. But to your surprise, you're then surrounded by what seems to be a multiple bunch of individuals who pull out what seems to be smaller versions of the guns you see before. Some pulling up what seems to be some pistols, some pulling up bats, some pulling up some maces, some even crowbars. Theo, Noctis, Zach, Ray. You then get called out. From the side says a blue hue of mist covers a certain area, and a man in the armored a blue armored man appears out of nowhere, calling everybody out and asking you, "Who the fuck are you?" As you then see this man right here appear on the far right. Theo, Noctis, Zach, Emily, Cray, you are there. What would you like to do?
Do I even see this guy from where I'm at?
Certainly, you do.
Okay.
He's on the bottom right, by the way, letting you know.
Yeah, I see him. Well... our spaceship got attacked and now we're here.
So for Zach, you want to see whether or not Malcolm's alright.
I'm ignoring the person. Went to Zach instead.
So as you move about, you haven't realized that everyone's pulling up their guns and aiming at you. You're not too sure what's going up. Emily, just keeping her calm. She's still studying herself. You move towards Zach, do you have control of your character? Theo.
Yes.
You can move him if you wish. All right, for you, Mr. Zach, as you want to look and see if Malcolm's all right, make a medicine check. Theo, you approach Zach, and he's checking up on Malcolm. Noctis, Cray, you are in a square with multiple people around you, pulling out weapons. What would you like to do?
Well, I like to believe Cray heard who the fuck are you, so Cray just kind of peek out. Hello.
Right. So for from Zach, Malcolm seems to be dizzy. Malcolm seems to be in a state of vomiting at the moment, as he is not used to flying at very high distances. But so far, he's just having motion sickness from, drastically coming from high altitudes going down. So yeah, that's going on. We need a doctor, he's sick. But I'll wait for the others. Alright, so Cray, you peek out and you say hello, right?
Hello, Blue Man.
I need to ask everyone's question. What is your passive perception? Zach?
Oh, yeah.
15 over here.
18, 13, 15.
14.
15 now? Huh.
14.
14. Right. So Theo, Noctis and Zach. You're the only people who realize this, but there's actually people other than these bug-looking people. You then see a small boy on the far right, a pink-haired lady on the far left, a wolf-like anthropomorphic person right in front of you, Noctis. And a purple-haired, pale-skinned lady on the far right, next to the blue armored man.
Okay.
And to your assumption, they're just leaning back as they're just watching what's about to happen.
All the gang members are paying attention to us.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So the scene is essentially that you guys landed, you have everything settled down. Some of you may have motion sickness, but you've been through worse. But right now you're surrounded, probably outgunned, outmatched, you're not too sure.
Okay.
I'll pick up Malcolm and then went to the Blue Hound, asking, "Do you know where's the doctor is?"
And as you approach him, bringing Malcolm with you, Zach, you shout out, if we need a doctor, he's sick. I'm assuming you're following Malcolm and Theo going towards this individual, correct? What you see in front of you is a probably 6-foot-tall man with a blue shade of armor, fully armored to head to toe. And for you, Zach, you see a silhouette of blue, a blue line string going around him, as if he has an aura. Everyone else, you see that this is probably the man in charge, the man who's called the Blue Hound. He then speaks up and says, "I don't know what you want, but you guys have some things that we might need. We'll get you a doctor if you let us have the crates." Sure,
Take
make
it then.
a Arcana or Insight check. The DC will be different. And yes, Theo, what would you like to say?
If you need the crate, take it then.
With a 13, you're not too sure what's up, but it seems to be something else moving about. And Theo, you speak up and says, "Take the crate." Yes. Noctis, Cray, do you intervene?
Nope. Noctis will just say, if you want the crates, just take them. They're not really ours. We just happen to land here.
Okay. Cray?
I'm just gonna stare at this little plum.
Cray, as you look towards this little plum, he's probably the same height as you.
I feel offended. I mean, Cray feel
And-
offended.
You're not too sure, but he gives you that that look of he's like, ha, we got the jump on you, we're better than you and all that. He got that smug look.
Cray smug back.
For you, Zach, the crate right behind you is actually broken, and pieces of the crate, pieces of the wood comes out. What you see inside is a load of equipment that you might have seen in the armory before, up in the airship, and there is a lot of them. From your position, all you can spot is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Estimate, but you're not too sure who's who. Some look similar, some look different. You definitely spot a anthropomorphic canine-looking man with standing on 2 legs. But the biggest threat that you felt with your insight is probably this man right here, as he seems to be a bit hostile at the moment. And shortly after that, just as you said that, you then hear clanking sounds coming from a southern side, and a man in his uniform or armor comes by. Hold on, Mr. Jim, as you attempt to try to cure wounds, the Weaver magic does not seem to connect just yet. It's still empty, and before we continue, Verdance, you come clanking about from the southern side, and you hear this commotion. You hear a large thug sounds as multiple crates land, and you then hear commotions of sounding of gang members just saying, "Boss, he said we can get the crates. Let's just get the crates and leave them be. You know." And Verdance, right there as you approach, you see all of this happening right now.
Okay. How's everyone looking?
Right now, this is essentially a standoff, but you're not too sure. But you heard the gang member said that these individuals allowed them to take the crates. But from your distance, you see those crates? Those crates are huge, and they're filled with what seems to be weapons.
I'll say I have no idea if anyone's noticed me, but I'll say aloud, you plan on starting a war, Hound?
If it's not the friend in need. Nice to see you. Right. Well, you can tell there's equipment here. If they don't need it, it would be a shame if someone else took it, right? And he looks towards you, Theo. So you're sure we can have them? You're not gonna fight back?
I don't care. I just need a doctor.
How badly is your... Wait, did you bring a kid here?
What? Sorry?
Did you bring a kid here?
I'm holding
As
Malcolm.
the blue hound man just says, and he looks towards your... He doesn't realize this. He thought it was just a smaller person, just like Ray. But instead, he realizes you brought a child with you.
Yes, and this is my brother. And he's injured right now?
And as you say this, most of the gang members seem to be less tense.
The crates out.
And it's less impactful if you don't say this, Jim.
What did he say? He's away.
Damn. All right. So as Zach, he speaks up and says, "We just landed here from this flying ship in the sky. We almost died. We need a healer." Shortly after you say this, the lady with the purple hair approaches you guys, and you could tell that she reaches out her hands. You could tell that she's trying to do magic, but she just shakes her head and says, and she doesn't really say much, but she just shakes her head and says, you could definitely see the gestures that she can't do much. But she then pulls out her bag on the side, her sling bag, and she pulls what seems to be medicine. You see tablets of sorts, of some sort of substance. You see a very oval or circular shape pellets that she has taken out, and she hands it towards Malcolm. And you can see that Malcolm takes it. Oh, okay, you're taking it and eating it. All right, Zach, you take it and eat it. It has a bitter taste as you take the somewhat pellet, and yeah, it's not as poisonous as you might think, but it may be medicine. You're not too sure. It's something new. You're not familiar with. This is something that you have not seen before. Zach, Theo, you see this lady approach, and she tried to do something, but it's not working out as well. So she then hands Malcolm and Zach what seems to be small pellets, of white nature of sorts. And Zach takes one, and you can see his expression seems a bit bitter, and she nods. Then she gestures to Malcolm to take it, and she takes out a can of a water can, and she lets Malcolm drink it. So Malcolm takes the pill and consumes it, but he seems to be all right. He seems to be less in pain, more just dizzy, and probably just needs rest. The man in blue then speaks up towards Verdant and says, "Are you gonna stop me, sir?"
No. For business, and I have no need for these weapons.
That's good then.
Please,
Right.
you hound. I'll take these people off your hands.
No, they come into my territory without any announcement. They bring in weapons of interest. If anything, they will be under my care. As you can tell, my companion over there has taken care of her. Would that be alright with you? Sorry, I never caught your name. And he looks towards you, Theo.
I'm Theo. And who are you?
You can call me Blue Hound. We'll talk about introductions. How about this? You accompany us back to our base. I'll keep you safe. For now. Would that be better?
Theo just look at Zach. Whisper. Should we trust this guy?
Do we have a choice?
Make an insight check. Noctis, you seen this, but the gang members are getting closer. And Cray, you've been eyeballing the plum person, and he's getting closer.
Hello.
Hello.
Noctis just says, I mean, if you guys are done with negotiations over there, can we get the guns out of our faces, please?
What's it gonna be, Theo? Oh, by the way,
You know
you
what?
inside Zach. He seems nice. He seems alright, but you're not too sure. You're kind of weirded out by the fact that he has glowing yellow eyes and pale skin.
Ooh. Ooh. Theo.
All right then.
You then hear
Theo.
Crazy call out your name, Theo.
Are you guys
What's
doing a
great?
negotiation thingy?
Yes,
Can I join?
sure, but we're going with them.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Small. I don't know what you are. Bye. Crave. Follow them.
You then see them. The Blue Hound raises up his hand and tells the guys to, loosen up the guns, and you then see them pick up the go towards the crates and open it up. The gang members ignore most of you as Emily just gets closer towards you guys, keeping her hands to herself. And you then see the gang members basically pull up their crowbars, their axes, and they start hacking one of the crates and just checking out the merchandise. So right now you are all gathered here today, as Sapphire's the lady on the bottom right just nods and then speaks. She finally speaks up and says, hi, name's Sapphire. Sorry for the rude introductions. This young man should be alright. Usually I would use my magic, but as you can tell, as she gestures, I don't feel anything at the moment.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Sapphire.
Pleasure's mine. Nice to meet you, by the way. And she looks to Malcolm and says, "What's your name?" And your little brother is just shyly coughs and says, is it alright, Theo, if I introduce myself?"
Yeah, sure.
And then
It's fine.
your little brother then just holds your arm, Theo, and says, "Hi, name's Malcolm. Nice to meet you." Sapphire then just responds, just smiles, and she slowly backs away. That doesn't seem as threatening, and she just picks up her stuff, and she just keeps her distance. Verdance, you see these groups of individuals. They look pretty young for a bunch of people with heavy ordnance with 4 crates nearby. You're not too sure if it belongs to them or they stole this.
Guess I'll say, just walk up to the closest person and just say, "Did you lot just happen to fall out of the sky or something?"
Noctis,
got
you were
attacked.
approached by this.
Yeah. We just happened. We were on a ship. Our ship got attacked, and we had to, use parachutes because no magic again.
I'm very aware. I think Zach would probably be able to recognize my traveler. I don't know if anyone else would recognize the traveler's badge.
Is your traveler's badge out and about?
It is always.
Okay. Zach, with your passive perception, it's very visible. He takes it out as much as possible.
I also have the Viscount emblem also visible.
Oh boy.
Yes, never mind.
The Travelers of Dawn? Is it the same batch as the Travelers of Dawn?
Come on.
For Noctis, make a history check. Let's see if you remember this symbol on his side.
It's on my lapel of my uniform.
Yeah.
24.
With a 24. You're not too sure, but you might have remembered seeing these badges or this symbol on 2 particular individuals you met the other day.
Oh, the other day. Okay.
Or actually, with you on your journey here, actually. You could have sworn you remember seeing a badge from probably either Kiro, Brook, hell, even probably Bezdna. You're not too sure.
I just go up to Vidans and ask, that man looks awesome. What does it mean?
Badge of the Travelers of the Dawn, guild I'm originally part of. Recognize it.
And as you say this, Zach then speaks up and says, you can see his eyes widen. He looks towards you and he starts asking, "Are you with?" Sorry. Are you with these people? As he points towards these gang members who start taking out guns, putting out ammunition. Yeah, you can tell that these have a lot of firepower.
And I say to Zach, Navi's earring.
Noctis, you would recognize that symbol with Navi's earring.
I mean, I know the person. Like, you were a part of Travelers of Dawn?
I still am. As for my relation with the 13th, our
Blue then
partnership-
speaks up and says, "It's mutual for now."
I see. Could you perhaps what's your name then? I didn't catch your name.
It's Verdance.
Verdance.
It came in with the 7th Fleet.
Yeah. We know of several people that's affiliated in the same guild as you.
You name them out, or do you keep it to yourself?
I'll keep it to myself for now.
Alright.
That's why the batch was familiar. One of them happened to be my party's previous handler.
See. I'm waiting for Jim to say something, but well, whatever's the case is, you landed in a pretty bad time.
What's your passive perception, Ness?
15.
Jim, I need you to make a stealth check.
Oh my god.
Barbara's perception is probably pretty better than mine, I think.
Yes. You could have sworn from the direction of Zach. You could have heard him said, "A new traveler tapped."
I raise my eyebrow and I look at him. You know something about the traveler's friend?
And this is directed towards you, Zach. And Zach shows you his badge. He speaks up and says, "I'm your senior."
Well, I don't think I've met any senior travelers besides the Master Zane.
And he speaks up and says, "He's from the 3rd Fleet."
Oh, shit. What's the rest of you?
Died. Theo, you get nudged from the side, as you then see towards your left. Emily then whispers towards you and says, "I don't like the idea of giving these gang members guns, Theo. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Emily. Not too sure if we introduce ourselves."
I don't know what we're supposed to do, but I have no choice. What do you want to do? What should we do, Emily?
Well, we'll just tag along with them right now. I don't think we have the right... we need to wait for the right opportunity, but yeah.
I mean, sure, but if something happened, we could try to sabotage.
Yeah, we can certainly do. And as you say this, Cray, from your perspective, you didn't see that plum-looking person go to one of the crates, and you remember very vaguely the large arrows you picked up before.
Yep.
for a certain item that you
Mhm.
carried from the train, and he carries out what seems to be a large tube, and he pokes towards you, and he sticks his tongue out.
Oi!
He's holding what seems to be a large tube with a weird tipped arrow.
Do I see this?
Yes, you do.
Theo!
I don't have magic, damn it. I turned to Hound and I turned to Hound and said, make sure your kids make sure your kids aren't careless when you're handling these types of ornaments, Hound.
I
this is
don't
heavy
usually
stuff.
bring kids, by the way. Plum over there, he's an adult, actually.
Okay, Cray yell to Plum. Cray gonna yell. That arrow is explosive. Careful, man.
And just as you say this, he actually drops the gun.
Oh my god.
It's gonna explode! Careful!
Luckily, the pin is still locked into the warhead and it doesn't blow up. And he says, oh, sorry.
Blue hat guy, gotta be careful. That is explosive, is dangerous.
I look at Blue Hound after this ordeal. I look at Blue Hound. You trust these guys with explosives?
I didn't know you carried explosives. You should have told me this.
We didn't even know what was in the crates.
And
you might
just
as well.
as you say you didn't know what was in the crates, this man over here, he takes out two big large guns that look like a bigger version of the rifles that you have seen before, and there seems to be two belts hanging down from both sides, as this man then speaks up and says, "Hey, I didn't know they had big guns. Check them out!" And he starts firing up in the air with both of these guns. You hear the roaring of these two guns firing up in the air. Yeah, you might have could have sworn that this is catching attention.
The bullet
Blue
may got
Hounds are-
down.
You know, Mr. Blue Hound. I think it's in both our benefits that you have Cray, my friend here, watch over them in handling these guns. He's quite versed in it.
Oh?
Make a persuasion check, Mr. Noctis.
For both of our safety.
As you're not too sure what's going up, but he's listening towards you as his crew is basically playing around with the crates and pulling out whatever guns they got.
Look, I'm pretty sure you don't want your crew to blow up, and if one thing blows up, with all 4 crates here, you can imagine what will happen, right? If one blows up and then everything follows up and blows up.
Yeah, you have a fair point there. Right, make a persuasion check with advantage this time.
I whispered to Emily, "Yep, this is pretty bad idea."
21.
She nudges you. You don't say.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Blue Hound looks towards you. He rubs his chin of where his helmet would be, and he says, "Alright, wrap it up. We're heading back to the base. You lot, follow me. I'll show you around the place. Since you guys seem to be new, let me introduce you fully to my territory. Name's Fable, nickname Blue Hound. And these are my family, the 13th. Hope you enjoy your stay, and thank you for your patronage of the 4 crates that you brought to me."
No problem. We just happen to come along with.
Verdance, you're not too sure if you're okay with the idea of these guys getting armed, but at least they're not as hostile as you might think. You've seen the other gang members. You could have you would have preferred it not to be given it to them, especially those damn gnomes or those short stacks.
Short stacks.
I walk up to to Blue Hound and like, is there a reason you called me here, Blue Hound?
I was supposed to tell you that we found something else, but they happened to appear out of nowhere.
Then let's speak of this at your face.
I'm offended. I'm sorry.
Again?
Ah, in the seat. Cute.
You're fine. You're fine. It's just that the gang just happened to be racial.
Tattooed gnomes and leprechauns and such. And dwarves. Anywho, right. You guys basically get escorted out as you guys get pushed into, basically put into vehicles. Theo, Malcolm, Zach, Noctis, Cray, and Emily, you've seen these vehicles before, as they were somewhat in the airship before.
Is it the big elephant?
Yeah, and such. You go into these vehicles and they are loading up the crates. You're slowly being escorted out from the square, and yeah, you guys are heading towards deeper into the slums. Let's take a 5-minute break. I need to use the toilet. Be right back.
Hey. The DM is gone. Okay, how do we steal back the weapon?
You can try and do it in transit.
Transit?
Instead of stealing it, why not just destroy it?
It's
You could do that.
the domino effect will be too explosive.
By the way,
you can steal
Noctis,
some of it.
I'm in Guni.
Yeah, what's up?
You have 30,000 gold.
What?
I don't know what.
You became just instantly rich? What?
Brook did promise you had 30, you will be given 30,000 gold.
30 or 13?
30,000.
Oh my god.
30,000.
Where is he putting it though, Q?
Do you have a bag of holding?
No.
Then you can ask Yura if you could have a bag of holding when you were in the ship.
Okay.
Because you can get in the ship 1 weapon, 1 magic item, and 1 armor.
Wait, I wasn't told of this. I haven't gotten a weapon nor an armor.
This is for everyone that was in the ship.
Everybody got it?
Bro.
Could get
Everyone-
it, yes.
Everyone
What
had the
the-
option, yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
got the option?
Yes.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is just ask like, hey Yura, remember when Theo eat my bag? Can I get it for free?
You could ask if they have a bag of holding. They could give a bag of. You could get a bag of holding from them. If we said yes, yeah, you could have it.
I thought I only get a gun. I'm so pain.
Yeah, but you need to ask first, like, if they have it.
Alright, trying to use the command magic.
Bro.
The paladin magic use command.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. We have 3 more minutes before we continue.
3 more
Anything
minutes.
else you guys want to settle before we continue on?
Yura, can I get a bag of holding from the ship?
Yep, that should be fine.
Yura, can I become the commander of these kids?
You can certainly try.
I don't know. CrayGray gonna have an army.
Which tier of bag of holding do I get?
Roll a d4. Would you like to have a +1 daggers, Mr.
That's it.
Zach?
That's a 3.
Yeah, you receive 2 +1 daggers.
I get 3, Yura.
Then you got a tier 3.
Thank you.
Alright. If you guys are ready, we're heading back to... Well, actually, 2 more minutes.
How do I transfer my coins to the bag of holding?
You need to manually input it yourself.
How?
Let me check. Inventory on your coins icon. There's a bag of holding icon below the add, remove, clear. There's a bag of holding tab.
Not for me.
Oh really? If you press your coin symbol, and below the add, I think. Do you need to
Alright.
activate it? I don't remember.
So we'll start with the fiasco of the 3 individuals
No, we don't need to.
who has a glowing eye and such.
No.
We'll start in a minute, alright?
Minute.
Clicking on the coins and nope, don't got it.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah, Brook, what do you want to do?
I will see
Honestly,
first.
I'm not sure if I can like just talk to them.
Yeah, I know.
They're a little bit sus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he didn't tell his name.
Okay.
I mean, not telling your name is kind of sus, man. Like,
Yeah, but I'm sus about them also.
uh,
So we're both sus of each other.
yeah, it's hard. Because if you don't tell your name, you're the
Because-
sus one.
Because you didn't. But when you say one of them was an enforcer, so Brook's trust is somewhere there now.
Feel that.
I'll see if I can escalate it differently in this situation, I guess. I'm not sure because okay, I'm just gonna do my thing because I don't know the whole situation about you
What
guys
do I
at
do here?
Bray. So
Is it
especially
because my
these
bag of
Like if they
holding
start pulling guns,
enforcers.
just try to, calm down.
Yura,
Yeah. I don't wanna fight them, no
Is-
thank you.
is Yura here?
I'm here.
Okay. The human. Do I know that he is a a believer of Freyensar?
Which one?
The human.
The one with the
The scar-
suspicious looking human one? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
somewhat.
Because he did ask about are you believers of Freyensar?
Well,
because
that
some-
wasn't Vascoon, it was Antonio.
Was Antonio?
The centaur.
Oh, the centaur. Okay. But both of them looks like they're one of the faith in the faith of Freyensar lah. Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I have something to ask then.
Alright.
Why is my bag of holding?
Alright, are you ready? We're going back.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
back from the
there.
break. Alright. Starting off from the last group, Brook, Phil, Kiro, you were approached by a enforcer by the name of Jane, and 2 believers of the faith of Sar, Vascoon and Antonio. What would you like to do now as Brook, your eye starts to light up as the weave of magic seems to be returning back to you? Phil, you feel the flow of magic, the beat of the and the rhythm of the soul comes back to you. Kiro, the nature of life and death comes to you like the morning sun meets a shining bird giving giving nectar to the rest of the flowers. You then see the reaction of Antonio and Vascoon and Jane feel a bit different as they too sense this change of magic returning. But they're now freaking out because someone has glowing eyes and they're familiar with this idea because they think you're infected, but they're not so sure.
What did they say? Infected by what?
Oh no. Are you guys infected by the crimson the crimson infection?
I'm sorry. What do you mean crimson infection?
Sorry, let me roleplay that for a moment.
Okay, go ahead.
Jane then speaks up. God damn it! Are you guys infected with that? And she doesn't really evaluate it as much. Are you guys infected?
Infected of what?
You didn't realize this, but she has a collar on her neck.
Nah.
A color?
Collar.
Color. Oh, okay. No, it's just okay. So Peel's gonna say no. It just feels so weird. I feel the weave again, I guess.
Yes, the
What is going
leaf
on?
came back.
Yes, I felt it too, but that doesn't explain your fucking glowing eyes. Are you?
Well,
Where are you?
As I said, it is a side effect if any kind of school of magic is right beside me, it glows to that kind of school of magic. That's the side effect.
Make
think
a
he's one of
persuasion
those-
check.
Can I
Yes,
add on that?
that's-
Feels about to say, I think he's one of those crazy sorcerer that does random shit sometimes.
Oh,
You know what
sorcerer!
I mean? I don't know.
Persuasion. Hiya. 14.
14, huh?
Yeah.
Your persuasion is 14?
14. 1-4. Yes.
Hmm.
Ah.
Jane pulls up a gun. Vasco pulls up his weapon. Antonio
Yeah.
pulls up his weapon as well. Jane looks towards you, Brook, and he tells you, I would like to believe you more, but please, can you at least take your shirt off?
What?
Sorry, you want my friend to strip in the middle of the streets?
Actually, all three of you.
I'm sorry. On what grounds are you
Uh-oh.
making us strip?
And just for
feels
a brief
kinda-
moment, do you not know the infection?
No, what kind of infection?
You
here?
haven't told us the name yet.
At
have
this
you?
point, I'm gonna act out. Ah, my hand! And then I just point out my hand with the freaking vein thingy.
What? I look at him. What?
Jane
Ah,
immediately
what's going on? Help!
She immediately approaches you, Phil, and she restrains you. Make an athletics check.
Oh my fucking
No,
god.
I'm gonna let her help. I'm just gonna say help.
Are you
She's
letting her?
immediately trying to restrain you, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, she's trying to restrain me.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna let it happen.
Okay.
So you let yourself get pinned down by this purple skinned lady, and she takes on her cuffs and then puts a bag over your head.
Oh yeah. Wait, puts a bag on my head?
Yes.
Oh. No.
Are you contesting this?
So I'm gonna contest. Okay, at that point, I'm gonna have to contest that. No.
Alright, roll an athletics check.
Okay. I got myself a 7.
I see.
I see.
She's definitely not gonna fail that, so...
What if I use a chaos coin for that?
Oh my
Are
god.
you sure you want to use a chaos fist in this moment?
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll let it happen. I'll let it happen.
You, Phil. This is a standoff. It's basically a Mexican standoff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you guys are not pulling out your weapons. You're like, calm down. Then you suddenly Phil. You pull out your hand and you show your purple infection.
I was trying to act it out. I was trying to act out like help, and I'm in pain and stuff like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Brook is surprised. Why didn't you tell us?
I didn't know. I'm scared, man. Just get it off me.
As slowly Phil, you're getting yourself restrained, pinned to the ground, bagged. She looks towards you. She looks towards both of you and says, "Well, look at that. He's infected, but with something else. How about you two?"
Well, he came with a different group from us. I don't know Phil that well, but I look over to Brook. Brook, do you trust me on this?
Yo, hurry up! This bag stinks.
But don't fuck me over. But I'll trust you, but don't fuck me over here.
Antonio and Vascon
I
are
can
looking
promise
at you guys intently.
I
All she's asking, guys, I just need you guys to just take off your shirt and show me.
Look. Brook is infected, but not with that disease that you're talking about. I'm his doctor. But I need you to trust me on this. You do not want to see him naked.
And she looks at you with more of a concerned face.
I'm like,
she tells you immediately, you guys don't understand. This is something you need to know. That in Eastern Frey there's this infection going out, and You could tell that she's wearing a tank top, right?
Mhm.
Huh?
And for a brief moment, she just sighs and says she unbuttons her top just enough to reveal that she has a glowing heart on her left.
Mm.
I don't think we have one of those.
Yeah.
God dang it! Why
I
am I
don't
blinded
think-
at this point?
As you see veins protruding from the center of her heart.
Mm.
Well, she's not
But
showing you. She's not really showing you her heart. She's just basically showing you
The
her
veins lah.
chest with what emberish glowing veins. Yeah.
But it's reddish in color.
Yes.
I look at Phil. His infection is purple in color.
Yep. We know what that is. It's something from a city called DrakenHeim. It's a drug that's been spreading around here.
That's why my eye keeps glowing. You fucking Phil.
I didn't know, man. I don't like it. Just take my hand.
You're infected. You need to be. She is an enforcer. She needs to do this.
Just to do anything. Get it off me.
But she's not letting her eyes off both you and Brook. It's like, you have a glowing eye. I don't know about you. She looks to Kiro. If you want me to trust you, take your shirts off.
Just do it, guys.
Yeah. We'll just do it, Kiro. She is also an enforcer, so just do it.
I'll lift my shirt up. I won't take it off. Just for them to look at.
And Kiro, you're slowly, buttoning your shirt. You're basically trying to reveal that you are not infected.
I'll put my robes not beside me, just hang on my hand, then opening my shirt.
And you guys haven't realized this, but a crowd of people are like circling around you, as
I just noticed.
I noticed this.
Yes, you noticed this, as you know.
All right. Okay, hold on. Can we at least do it privately instead of out of the open?
No, just get this done and over with. She's already embarrassed as she herself actually revealed, basically her crop top with the bra and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Hey, fine.
Damn, Jane really won that free show, ayo.
Phil said that.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I actually said that.
Oh shoot.
You're not too sure, Phil, and she's on top of you. She basically
twist his arms.
She might have restrained you even more.
I'm joking.
Please shut up, Phil.
Please.
Don't make this worse.
And as you guys revealed yourselves, she tells you, "Alright, well, we gotta deal with this man's infection. Alright, we'll bring you back into the precinct if that's alright with you."
Alright.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Alright.
Promise we were gonna get some beers after this.
Later. Not now.
Maybe later.
Mm-hmm.
If you're released, that is.
Just as you guys agree to this, she handcuffs both you and Brook.
What?
Is this necessary?
Yes, it's necessary.
For?
Because you're next to this inspection. We need to make sure that you don't go run rampant.
Not this shit again. We've already been through time.
Enforcer Jane, is the head bag really necessary?
Yes, it's necessary.
Dang it.
What isn't necessary?
Can I look
You're stripping in front of everybody?
We're not asking you to ship. I only needed to see your chest piece.
I want to see a chess piece.
Phil, shut up.
She restrains you even more.
Oh my god, please. Phil.
Okay, come on, let's just get this over with.
Can I look to the two of the faith, the priests or the individuals, the other two individuals?
Yeah.
Like, is one of you in Order of the Fang? I know this because I was with them.
Vascoon and Antonio look at one another, and they look towards you, Brook. They start aiming their hands at you.
Wait, Father Hamish can vouch for me.
They even raise their hands even more. She's like, "You know Father Hamish?"
Yes, I was
Vascoon
working.
actually speaks up this time.
Yes, I was working under him.
How do you know the Holy Father?
I was working with him. I was a what was I? A librarian ka? Lupa ko.
Skunimog immediately approaches you, and he then puts a bag over you. We must bring you to the order.
What? Why?
And
I know
this is the
Sister
bag over
Amelia.
your
I
head.
know Sister Catherine. More sus. Just more.
They start
More
referring to
sus.
you, Kiro. Alright, we gotta bring them to the precinct and to the church. Alright, time to bring
Why?
you guys.
Did I hear
didn't
Brook
say
got
anything.
head
I didn't
back?
say anything.
Your association with them is valid enough for you to be
That's
a...
bull.
I made it worse.
Welcome to the club, Brook.
Yeah.
Headback gang.
Headback gang.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
He didn't even say anything. Don't feed those ideas, Azip.
Oh, I remember that shit, Yura.
Oh, of course you had to bring that up. Oh,
Yeah.
Arrested, damn it.
Maybe it could help us, but but it didn't. So yeah.
Alright, so you guys are being transported. Bezdna, you agreed to follow, so he didn't handcuff you. He didn't restrain. If anything, he gives you a cup of coffee.
Well.
Thank you, thank you. Whew. Very long morning.
Indeed. So, you're willing to write a report, right?
I don't think there's any reason not to.
Diego then like groans, like, not the coppers.
Is something wrong, Diego? Are we not supposed to do this?
Why? He's not
Okay.
feeling well as much.
I just pat him. It's okay. I'll make good grub later.
Alright. As you reach the precinct, you basically get put into a jail cell with a couple of other people that have not yet arrived, but you then see 4 other people who seem like they've seen better days. Hold on, let me put their pictures in.
A jail cell again? Why do I feel deja vu?
Deja vu? Hold on, give me a moment,
Holy.
Yes, this individual. Right, you and 4 others. Oh wait, you guys are looking at the wrong thing. Whoops. There you go.
Jail cell. Wishy.
So as you were put into the cell, not by your own volition, but you know, Henry didn't see. Sorry, sorry, Bezdna. I must report back. Although, and as you realize when you entered this precinct into this jail cell, the lanterns were flickering. But for a brief moment, Bezdna, you felt the weave of magic return back to you.
I feel whole.
But as you do so, you realize the other 4, they're being restrained with what seems to be runic shackles.
Oh,
And you put Diego down by the bed as Henry says, I'll be right back. Don't worry about it. And if you have your things ready, I think the Weave of Magic has returned.
oh, okay. I shall wait for your return.
And as you do so, you notice that the other four, they keep to themselves, but the dwarf approaches with the tall-looking man and kicks his shin.
Oh, well, I don't know you lot, but they look worse for wears, right?
They've seen better days. If
Mhm.
anything, there's some bird marks on their clothes. The guy with the cloak hood has like holes and puncture wounds. If anything, he looks a bit more bruised than usual.
Hmm. So, what's the lot of you doing here?
And then the purple hair, the purple skin individual speaks up and says, "Oh, well, to be fair, we were doing a job till this bastard betrayed us." Points towards the guy over there. He was gonna leave us for dead, so yeah. And then you then see some Salisa
Give me a moment. Sorry.
speaks up and says, yeah, we're just here for reasons. But yeah, that bastard over there betrayed us, and we're here because of him. And such and such and such. Right. Hold on, since we're waiting for them, we'll go back into the next group in a bit. Give me a moment. We're waiting on Bezdna, yeah? Give me a moment, yeah, guys. Alright, we have to change the tune for a moment. It's less tense than usual.
While they're in prison?
For many reasons.
I see. Okay.
They got jazz in prison.
Officer, Officer Henry has some taste.
So we'll get back to Bezdna in a bit. We'll head into the next group. Ah man, if that's the case, I have to change the music.
Oh my god.
No, the jazz. I hope there's jazz later in the interrogation room.
That would be lit. Renee.
Yes.
Hey. I'm sorry. Noctis, do you drink coffee again?
Mhm.
I'm concerned, dude. Theo, how do you do Twitch stuff actually? How do you send a link in Twitch? I still haven't figured that out.
How do you what?
The weird exclamation point, but upside down. Wait, upside up? Is it up or down? Upside down? Yeah, the things that you guys do, the whole thing.
Speaking as Theo, what is Twitch?
I hate myself.
All right, so we'll go with the other group. All right. You're not too sure what's going on, but as you get into the vehicle, you hear them putting up what seems to be you hear this loud music coming from the front. You're not too sure what's up, but you have never heard of this type of song before. It's a bit too upbeat to your taste, and the voice seems very familiar. And you guys are approaching what seems to be at the hideout that they're heading, and you go, instead of going upwards, you feel yourself going downwards, as if into a tunnel, and you reach to the point of, it seems to be a underground suburban area. You're not most of you have never been into this type of place, but Emily looks towards all of you and says, "Oh boy, into the subway now? Great."
Sounded good.
So as
Cray,
you
you're-
guys approach the subway area, what?
Cray, you're from a village. You wouldn't know what a subway is.
No, but I know good music.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And most of you don't really know what a subway is, but you do recognize the tracks on the ground. These are train tracks.
Interesting.
And as you guys get unloaded and they tell you to get off the vehicle, you go look around here and it's kind of a dump.
Oh. I can see why the music is good.
Huh.
And they escort you even deeper into their area. But yeah, you are in
This
there.
place is so weird.
Sorry?
This place is so weird. I'm speaking as Theo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was a bit confused, but yeah, as you say, it's too weird. Like, well, you wouldn't want to stay in a place like this, now would you?
Maybe we've been worse.
And Malcolm holds on to you, Theo, and he says, brother, this seems a bit weird, but why are we in a scary place?"
Everything's gonna be fine.
And he just nods. You then get escorted into what seems to be a door, a metal large door in the center of this particular area, and you enter in and you go down the stairs. You then reach into what seems to be a dump of a hideout with some mechanical instruments on the far right, a locker on the left, some beds on the floor, a couch, and all that. You make yourself at home, and it's big enough for a group to lay in. but you then see what seems to be a isolated room with a window that looks into the inside of the room, and inside that room you see what seems to be a stand that's hold onto long related wires connected to the machine onto the other side of this room. You're not too sure what this is about, but you might have an idea that this might be a recording place. You're not too sure, or broadcasting area. You might have seen this in the airship at one point, but it wasn't as obvious because you're not familiar with the devices. But yeah, you are in their hideout. Accompanied, of course, with Verdance and the others. Right, give me a moment, let me put them in here, and... And right, as you entered in, the tune changes as they start playing a different set of music. It seems a bit more soothing than usual, but
Oh god. What
they're
happened?
minding their own business. But yeah, you're in the slum. You're basically in their hideout, and for the first time, you see his members very clearly. You make yourselves at home.
Yeah. Is there anywhere particular for me to sit on?
There's some couches, a bench, and a cozy makeshift bed.
On the couch, thank you.
Do we just accept that we live here now?
And you're not too sure, but you feel that you're welcome around here for a brief moment, but Sapphire then just goes out her way to what seems to be a corner of the area. It seems to be a makeshift kitchen of some sorts, and she grabs a mug of white liquid. And to you, Cray, you're familiar with this white liquid as she brings back milk, and she brings 2 glasses towards Malcolm. And she hands it towards him, and Malcolm grabs the glass of milk, and yeah, he drinks it.
Great, chug it.
And Sapphire looks towards you, Cray, and she says, "Would you like a glass as well?"
I'm sorry. This kind of reminds me of home.
Well, don't worry about it. This glass of milk came from the finest milks of them all, Farmer Farm, actually.
Give me your bestest milk with glass in it.
And she just smiles and says, "Would you like a cookie with that?"
Good. Yes.
And she just smiles. "All right, I'll come back with the cookie."
Theo, they got cookie.
Theo, you see Malcolm receiving a glass of milk and such. Emily looks towards you, Theo, and she says, "You seem like nice people."
We need to know what's the background. What's their background? Yeah.
Are we deep underground?
Maybe they were hiding from the authority.
They're a gang, so it's understandable.
Yeah, but they have milk and cookies, so they're nice people.
Noctis is just gonna grab his bottle of coffee from his bag and drinks.
Right, and as you do so, they all seem rested. They put most of their equipment down. The big goof with the 2 guns puts his guns down with the crate behind him, and you notice that amongst all of them, there seems to be a group of 5, including Bluehound himself. Followed suit, of course, with Verdance. And Verdance, this is the first time you actually entered his hideout. It seems well established. It looks like a dump, but you know, well established enough.
Right.
Approach to Bluehound. What is this place?
This is the home of the 13th. My home. And it will be your home for the time being until heat goes down.
Heat?
I thought
Are you
the
hiding
heat would have gone
something?
down before, but now it got even worse, especially with with these crates being found. He looks towards Verdance. Right, Verdance?
Very much so. Sorry, I don't think we've introduced each other. I'm Verdance, and I put my hand out towards you, Theo.
I'm Theo.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Just to be clear about my character, I'm standing about 6
7
foot
foot tall. Oh,
four.
okay.
7 foot, close to 7. It's a bit deceptive, but I'm typically. No, actually, let me look at my character. Was I 7? I was 7 foot in armor. Oh yeah, I'm 7 foot 5. I'm 7 foot 5. Yeah.
How do you measure in 7 foot in centimeter? I really know.
I'm
in centimeter.
I'm over
like
200 centimeters
27,
tall.
270, no, 250.
Oh, you're tall.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And like you can see like the armor, and I'm quite barrel chested.
Mm.
And yeah, and I also have purple hair.
Yo.
To take out your helmet, you did. Well, a lot of purple-haired individuals in the city.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. And I turned to Bluehound. So, what's this new development you were trying to bring to me?
Oh, Bluehound just disappeared off the screen.
Bluehound.
Oh, he took off his helmet too.
What the heck?
He took off his helmet too.
He's a human.
Yeah, Fable's human.
As
What do
he
you
takes
think
off
he
his
was?
helmet, yeah, he's actually human.
I thought it was a weird robot thingy. I mean, what's a robot? A metal man.
Hold on, ah. And yeah, it's midday. Verdance, I haven't actually asked you this.
Yes.
Did you leave the lady behind?
If I'm being honest, no, I probably would have taken them with me.
Oh, really?
No, of course not. Not
Okay.
that. I'm not that careless. Yes.
Right, so we're just clear that you left them at the left. You left them behind.
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, so yes, Theo, you shake your hands with Verdance. Noctis, you then see everyone else. You see the man who calls himself the Bluehound take off his helmet and he's introduced himself. Well, as you can tell, my name's Fable and welcome to my home. This is my family. Meet Josh, the werewolf or the wolfman himself, who seems a bit a little loose cannons, and you didn't see him just snarl at all of you. It's like, hey, don't worry about it. I don't bite much. Then he just shakes his head. The Fable just shakes his head. He then points towards Janet, and she's this is Janet. She is the brains of the group, so don't worry about that. And she just waves at you all and just smiles. Then he then introduces this punk ass little boy is Plum. Don't worry about it. He can handle himself. He can take care of himself. And for the first time, guys, you guys didn't realize this, but Plum actually can fly.
I wonder why.
And as he floats in the air, he then sticks his tongue out, pointing at Cray, like, "Nyeh."
What? What is this sassy lost man?
Oh, great,
And-
Gray. You found friends.
Yeah, Malcolm and Plum can play together.
Yeah.
I'm older than the rest of you.
And
Aw.
as he says, yep, figures as much.
Mm-hmm.
Bet that tin
Sure.
can armor of yours can't keep up with me. And
The temptation to just use command and just pause him so he can.
last but not least, and she points towards the purple-haired individual as she brings back a tray filled with plates of cookies, more glass of milk, and then she speaks up and says, "And yes, I'm Sapphire. I'm a new member of the group. Nice to meet all of you."
Nice to meet you too.
Wow.
Theo
And
just
she
nod.
hands all of you guys a glass of warm milk.
Milk.
Creature comforts.
Milk.
Oh, thanks.
And Verdance, you realize, yep, this is fresh milk. You've seen this milk.
Mm-hmm.
You've never gotten this milk before.
Yes.
Fresh milk.
I will question. I'm not gonna question it.
Will you drink it?
Of course I'll drink it. I know where it comes from.
Okay.
Exactly
Okay.
where he comes from. And
Exactly
you see Verdance
where it
drink
comes
it, and Malcolm drinks his. Zach, do you drink the glass of milk?
No, I'll just put it down
Okay.
because it's my drinking day.
This is your drinking day.
I only drink alcohol every other day, and it's the day I drink alcohol.
Today's the day you drink alcohol.
Yes.
Do you happen to have alcohol?
So, are you saying this is character?
If you are, I'll just pull out the bottle that I stole from the bar.
Alright, yep.
Bruh.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair.
And you take out your bottle, fairly enough. You take out a very nice whiskey bottle.
As for mine, I just handed back to Sapphire. I already have my drink of choice. Thank you very much.
Well, would you like a cookie at least?
A cookie would be great.
Right. Well, hope you enjoy. Then she goes back, and for the least part, you can tell that Sapphire is the nicest of them all. She's a bit more caring than the rest, as she seems more in tune with being healthy of some sort. You're not too sure, but yeah, you can tell that Josh is probably the meathead, Janet's the smart one, Plum's just the reckless kids, and Fable's the leader of the group.
Oh
And
my
Verdance,
God.
you're here for another reason.
Yeah, this is basically Fable has a 5-man band. Oh my god, the trope.
Oh my god.
Anyway, continue, Yura.
Anyways,
And such as he tells you, like, well, we got a shipment of good goods. Surprisingly, they even had medicine in those crates.
I think one of ours needs treatment. Malcolm, how are you feeling?
And Malcolm, he seems fine. He probably just had motion sickness. If anything, after he ate the cookie, he feels a bit more better. Those who took the milk and the cookies, if you are exhausted, you recover from the exhaustion, and you receive 30 points of temporary HP.
30 points of temporary HP.
This only lasts for 8 hours.
Roger. Alright. Check DM.
So
Malcolm. Right.
Mhm.
Is there a resemblance between him and Theo?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're siblings. And you can definitely tell that they are very similar in nature. If anything, you're kind of confused why there's a boy in this bunch.
Right. I'll settle. I'll inquire about that later. But right now, I just want to listen to what Fable has for me.
All right, and so as you guys are settling down, Fable looks towards you, Verdance, and says, "All right, back to business. If you guys want to relax, go ahead. But if you want to get involved, you're welcome to do so, even though you're outsiders. But I trust you enough, especially since you guys have a kid."
I'm asking Fable, are you guys involved in some weird illegal activities or something?
You could say that. We're technically a gang.
What's your purpose though?
We're
are
supposed
you
to
trying to
be a gang that handles. Well, you could say we protect those who need protection, and we spread music. Well, I
And
spread
why-
music.
If you say so, then why is it exactly that you're against the law? What a part of what you're doing is against the law?
Well, to be fair, some law enforcers are good. Some people are corrupted, and
So you're vigilantes?
you could say that.
So you're just trying to overthrow the bad side.
Yeah, we're like, you know, we steal from the rich and give to the poor. And he just smiles.
Oh, you guys like the educator?
Fable, he tilts his head and looks towards Ukraine. And says, I'm sorry, what?
An educator, like a professor in a sense, but you guys speaking in rhymes. And Cray just keep drinking milk.
Don't bother with him.
Yeah, he's just a kid, so don't bother with him.
The longer you
Hey, go play with Malcolm and Plum.
the longer you stare at Cray, the longer you realize that he had the golden sword behind his back.
He's
and a shotgun apparently.
Yes, don't mess with me, boy.
He's a holy warrior. That one.
Verdun's asking, I guess, Noctis and Theo.
Yeah, he's a paladin.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of another short fellow who was also a holy one.
Yeah, I guess you can say he's useful when it comes to beating up people, not so much when it comes to this.
Hey,
True.
hey,
Hey, that was a compliment. You're strong.
I don't trust the paradigm, the rules and regulation. Cray continued drinking the milk.
And you realize this, and Fable just smiles. Jox then speaks up and says, "Oi! I forgot to mention this. Any of you packing?"
And wait, do we have the weave back?
Yes, you felt the
Alright.
wave as the moment you were halfway across the road towards his hideout.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna take out my Omni Wrench, and bonus action, I'm gonna transform it to the glacial hammer.
And as you transform it to the glacier hammer, you then see your little buddy appear in front of your on your side of your shoulder. It's like, "Eh." And everyone
Right.
else, you see a glowing water, a familiar face to you, Noctis and Theo. You see a small little water creature on the shoulder of Verdance.
Oh, wait.
Hey,
Wait.
why are you here?
It's a different variant of actually. He looks a bit different, if you can say. He's similar to Novalia's little guy, but he's somewhat smaller and is glowing.
Ah. One of our companions also had one of those.
Hold on, do I have an image of him? Or did you say? Oh no. Here you go.
Your companion's a plumber.
No, our
So
companions.
what you
are
guys see
druid.
is in Nomaikwana.
Our companion's a druid. She keeps one of them as a pet.
Oh,
A fellow druid then. Of which circle? Sorry, what clan?
I'm not quite sure myself.
Yeah, but I think her race is water genasi something. If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, she's mixed.
It'd be nice to meet another druid after all this time. Besides, sorry, we're getting off track. Fable, please.
Ah, right. If you would like to come with me, he brings you basically to the back studio area. It's a bit more quiet.
I'll follow.
I'll follow too.
Same.
I
Right.
tell Malcolm Malcolm, go play with Cray.
And you didn't hear him say, "All right."
Cray take out his gun. See, Malcolm, this gun is really interesting.
I grabbed the gun away from him,
Why?
and I knocked his head like bonk.
Hey,
No guns when you're drinking milk.
what? I. By the way, Malcolm, have you seen this sword?
And
It'll just
can-
repeat.
basically, Zach is being the
babysitter.
for
Yes,
Cray.
I won't join the others. I'll join Cray.
So Fable, Theo, Noctis, and Verdance, you head into the studio area as the rest of them are hanging back. So you guys are in a separate area. But we'll get back to you guys in a bit. I need to deal with the people who got the restraint.
No, we don't need to.
So, Bezdna, just to give a quick glance before we bring in the other people who are gonna be restrained. You hear Twilight speak up and says, well, we had a mix-up of business, and that guy over there, his name's Wishay Sarus, the sorry ass who betrayed us. Yeah.
But from where I'm from, when traitors are caught, they're dealt with punishment by what we call seppuku. Basically, they get gutted.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Hey, Wishay. And Wishay's like, I get it. You already beat me up. I mean, you had enough.
But I don't quite know what's all your stories. But I don't think now's the time to be injuring one another, no?
Well, originally we had a lot more than just us. One of our companions was taken away by a strange man with suits, with armored followers, black in nature. Kind of scary if you ask me. Ugh,
Sorry to hear about that.
yeah.
Have you gotten any wisdoms or?
Well, he wasn't the only one who got taken away. One of our female companions was also taken away. I don't know, but we were told to stay put as we were charged for trespassing into Frey lands. You see, and you didn't see the dwarf start kicking Wishay once more as he's like restrained still.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess we're in the same boat. They thought we trespassed too.
And shortly after, you hear a large commotion of you just grunting and screaming like, "Eh, man, yeah!" Brook, you can get tossed into the cell. Phil, you two, as they open up the bag. Kiro, you two, you get tossed in there as Jane says, "All right, you guys stay here. We'll get the cleric. Take care now. By the way," and Jane passes Phil a vial. Drink that for the time being. It will help with the problem.
Oh my
be right
god,
back.
thank you.
Phil, you're
Is
good.
Who's that? Bezdna? Is that you?
Yes.
You can technically take off the bag over his head.
Give me a
Where are you?
moment.
I can see you. Oh my god, it's so good to hear your voice.
We're back in jail again.
Yes. Apparently so.
I
Oh,
don't miss this.
If I
Well,
had a
we're not
nickel for
alone.
every time I'm in jail in Frey, I'd have 2 nickel. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Mm.
So what's up, Bezdna?
I guess we're just chilling. I'm waiting for that other officer to come back.
Wait, what they bought you in for?
Uh, okay, I guess it's normal procedures. Brook and Kira, is this normal? Do new people just get thrown into jail? Is this a new Frey thing?
Well, we were suspicious, and we noticed that Phil was infected. I look at Phil with a gaze.
I mean, infected or not, I expect some nice hospitality here in Frey. I mean, come
If
on.
you weren't infected, that would be given.
I mean, it wasn't my train that infected me. Now, was it?
Okay.
Is the bag still on top of me?
No, they
No.
probably talking it off you right now.
Oh,
They
okay.
took out the restraints. And to your
Oh,
surprise,
okay.
you see 4 other people who are stuck in here with you.
Oh, who are they?
One seems to be a cloak and hooded person. One's a dark-skinned dwarf lady. Another one is a purple-skinned tiefling and a elf.
Oh. Whoa, got a variety here in the cell. So where you guys come from?
We're actually from a different region, you see.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
that's Vishay speaking.
Well, what did they took you in for?
Well, we're trespassing technically, but I got beaten up because you didn't see the dwarf lady kicks the shin once more.
Oh boy, sounds rough, buddy.
And then the dwarf lady then speaks up and says, "You don't understand. This guy left us for dead. He would have left us for dead if he didn't catch up."
Why are you guys doing trespassing free?
They all shift. They all looked to one another and they kept quiet for a brief moment.
Hey, come on, I won't judge. I mean, I'm here because of this. I showed them my hand. And I've probably done things probably worse than what you guys did. But don't tell them that. Keep it between us.
Well, what are you in here for?
Is he looking at me?
Yeah.
All this, I showed them my hand.
They all start to stand back, leaning against the wall.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Bezdna, you see this? He's infected.
has it gone worse, Theo?
I'm not sure. I look at it. Is it going worse?
It's going somewhat weird. Do you take the vial?
Oh wait, that reminds me. I take the vial.
You take the vial. The pulsating infection start to reduce itself. Kiro,
Okay.
you see this infection and you're surprised. They have medicine for this infection here. To your surprise. Hazim? Kiro?
Sorry.
You with us?
No, I think I fell asleep. Sorry. A vial, right?
Yep.
Okay. I holler over Pheel and say, "Hey, that is a bit weird. Why do they have a cure all over an Eastern Frey?
I
Pheel,
don't know.
if you could lend me that vial over there."
I pass it to him.
Alright.
As you hand it to him, the vial's almost empty. There's a somewhat little droplets left.
I'll take the stopper and I'll put it away in my bag. They didn't take my bag, did they?
No. Surprisingly, they left you have your stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll put that vial in my bag of holding for now. I'll take a look at it later at an appropriate time. For now, I'm just gonna chill in the bed.
Next to Diego.
The top
I'm
bunker.
Oh, okay.
not too sure how long we'll be here. I'm just gonna start cooking a little bit.
So anyway, came all the way here from CC and look where I end up. Same as where I would end up again, back at home anyway.
Oh, I see. You're from Crowding City. Well, Twilight speaks up and says, "Well, I'm from actually from Scabatar."
Whoa, that's far.
Yeah, heard you Crowding City folk got some mad beats, right?
Yeah, we got some mad beats. Hold up. I'm checking my freaking fanny packers. What do you call that again? wait. Bag of holding. Yeah, that. Yeah, I got some
to your
chats.
surprise, Phil, you can actually access your bag of holding now.
Oh, hey. Oh yeah, the Weaves is back. Yo, what was that all about?
And you then notice that when you mentioned the weave is back, these four, they all gesture towards you as they raise their hand. You see their shackles. They're free. They're able to move their hands freely, but they're still connected to shackles. Brook,
Oof.
you're familiar with these types of things, but they're ruined in nature. They're restraining the weave of magic going into them. Actually.
So they can't cast spells. Okay.
Oh, they really hate you guys. Damn. Anyway, here, take some beats. Got some beats from back home. Hope you guys will find liking to it, I guess. I got some.
Just as you said so, one of the offer comes by and says, "All right, I'm here to bring one of you out. Bezdna, was it?
That'll be me.
All right, you and your friend are free to go."
Oh, does it include these three? We were originally together.
Oh, wait, you're associated with these three?
Fuck's sake.
And as you say this, Jane comes back. Right, so those three, Henry, nice to see you. Right, I was about to interrogate the other three, and Henry raises his eyebrow. Interrogate?
We are no one suspicious.
Did you do something? Or did you go?
No, I don't think so.
We opened our mouth. That's what we did.
I know I did.
Henry then says, change of plans, Mr. Bezdna. You might need to hold up. If you're associated with this tree, I can't let you go yet.
Oh, that's a shame.
But as soon as you finish up the report, we can let you out. As long as you're not in direct contact with them, you should be fine. Are you in direct contact with them? Are you guys all friends?
Oh no! Don't worry, I haven't touched him in a long time, and I don't think I'll ever touch him.
Hey, Brook is confused.
It's alright.
Deception roll.
Deception roll.
Listen, do you say anything in response to this?
11.
Well, not quite. We only met recently to the ship, which unfortunately exploded.
He raises his eyebrow even more. Would you like to help Phil, or would you like to make your own deception roll?
I'll help Phil.
Okay.
Phil, roll one more time.
Roll it. That one.
I see. Jane looks towards you, Phil. It's like, all right, we'll start with you first, Mr. Yappers.
Oh hey, nice. I hate waiting. Come on, let's go.
She puts a bag over your head.
Oh come on.
And she just drags you out. All right, you two stay here. And Henry looks towards you two. What did you guys do to piss her off? She's usually not this moody.
I don't really know.
Officer Henry, while we wait here, is it fine if I just cook up some grub? We haven't had breakfast.
Do you have a stove?
I just unfold my portable phone. Yes.
Make a persuasion check. as Phil, you get escorted out.
Mhm.
Getting left. Are you guys Are you guys letting him getting escorted out?
For who? For Phil.
Phil.
I don't
I will
think
also use
uh-huh.
I will also use bolstering magic to add a 1d3.
Okay, that's fine.
I
But
don't
for
think
Phil,
I wanna disturb. I don't wanna make it worse now.
sure.
Mhm. As for Phil, I'm just willingly follow. If anything, I'm just
Phil.
complaining about the head bag. Yeah, okay.
Right, Phil, you get escorted out by the lady. You can definitely tell that she's not really happy with you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Alright. We'll get back in a bit. Kiro, you're gonna be stuck here for a while if that's alright with you.
Sure.
Alright, so going back to the other group. Fable, Noctis, and Theo Verdance. You head into the other room and you guys are in a quiet room and he starts to look at all of you and then says, right, so Noctis and Theo, you don't really have to take part of this. I have some business with Verdance, but since you guys are new, if you want to help out and do your part, you do your part. But I'm not really sure why you guys are here.
Yep.
Verdance, so you're still doing the job? You're muted, by the way, Nas. Nasruddin! Nasruddin!
Verdant, wake up!
Wake up, Verdance! Wake up! Yeah, he's.
I had my mic off this whole time.
You were muted.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off. Lol.
StarFire
So-
caught your attention and you generated her.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yes, Verdance, you are bringing into the room. Vapor looks towards you and he asks you still want to do the job?
If it means securing transport, yes.
Right, so I need you to find the man, the father of this lady, and he shows you a picture of a lady in a wheelchair. She shows you a family picture of her mother, and the man that they're looking for, the father. You might actually be familiar with this lady.
It is I met her once, didn't I?
Make a history check.
Can we see the picture?
Hold on, huh?
Oh, 12.
Where art thy picture? So you see this lady, this little girl in a wheelchair. The young lady, not little girl. Sorry, young lady in a wheelchair. You see this woman, and this man.
Man's picture is still loading.
That's a big man.
Anyway. But yeah, it's a 12 for history. Yes.
She is familiar because you might have passed her during an event, actually.
It can't be the Port Royal event.
It is actually the Port Royal event.
I didn't come to Port Royal till after the event.
Oh, then you don't really.
I would have remembered Ezra maybe when we were up north, I think. She was at the wall briefly.
He never did actually went to the wall.
Okay.
Then no, you did not. You seen her at one point in Port Royal because you saw posters of her, and the posters were mentioning that she was an upcoming artist that was formed here in Eastern Frey. They call her the Jewel of the East.
Oh, the east. Well, I'm still waiting for information to get back to me, unless you already have that information.
I don't. I have a lead actually, but I can't act on it because the heat on the gangs are kind of getting worse. Enforcers are getting even more brutal nowadays. So I need people who are not from around here to do my job actually. And he starts looking towards you, Theo and Noctis. Maybe these two folks could help you.
I mean, it's just to find her dad, right?
Yeah, just to find her dad. Just to help find her. You help find this lady's father, and you can help for dance. And maybe I can help you guys.
What do you think, Theo? You are for it? This is your fault, yeah?
You know what? Yeah, we'll help.
Alright.
Alright, but during this, I think we'll just leave Cray behind. He's not too good at this kind of job.
Yeah.
If you need anything else to help with, I think you can ask Cray to do that. There you go.
But before that,
To help you, actually, I need to ask Noctis, Theo, what are you here for?
we're
I mean, we
here
just got-
for. Carry on, Noctis.
I mean, to be fair, we just got dropped off here from a airship, and now we're not particularly, we don't really know what to do. So for now, I think we're just gonna gather information on where the rest of our friends are.
Yeah, because
And
we're
on
currently
that-
waiting for our friend from DrakenHeim.
Yeah, and on that note, I think Verdans here can help us.
Oh.
Yep, because our friends are part of the same guild that you are in.
Yes, I think you've mentioned you've met other travelers.
Yep.
I don't know what this traveler is about, but if you guys are a group, maybe we can help each other. Who's your other friends? Are they here?
I mean, we got separated, so I can assume they're still in Frey, but which part of Frey, I'm not quite sure.
You have names?
Wait, which friend are we talking about?
I mean,
Noctis?
we have two friends. One
Are we
group is,
talking?
we're talking about both of them.
Oh,
Yep, both of them. One is from DrakenHeim. One of the Travelers of Dawn was there. Our handler, Navi.
This name isn't familiar to me.
And the others, I know Brook.
You mentioned the word Brook.
Locate Traveler Brook.
Locate Traveler Brook.
God damn it!
Locate Traveler Brook. Jim! System
Jim is
is down.
System, what?
is it the magic? Is down?
The
or
magic is
something?
back towards you, actually. Noctis, Theo, and everyone else, you feel the weave return back to you. Same thing with Cray and Zach. You feel the weave return back to you.
You want to see me smite this sickle?
You didn't see Zach take the sickle from you, boops your head.
Do I have a locate creatures?
I don't know. Do you have locate creature?
Let me check. I do. I'm planning on using it for someone, but wait, let me read it.
It's fine. Those people can take care of themselves. For now, we can help Feeble with his request.
You're right.
Right. Well, to help you, we need to help Verdance. So Verdance, you need to find the father. And then I can help you send the lady back to where she needs to go.
All right. What's your lead?
Apparently, I heard that an airship that belonged to the Saber Arms faction is heading towards western side of Clockwork Keep.
Can I do a history check to check if that was the airship we were on?
No. You don't need to worry about that one. It's not the same airship that you were on. This is a different airship.
Okay.
You know when they're dude landing? No, that's the wrong question. It's parked on the west side of
Clockwork Keep. Even
Clockwork.
further. But that was the destination. You're not too sure if that airship had the package or it landed somewhere else. So far, you can tell that they're still in that city. They just haven't fully got confirmation if it was that airship that went out or he's still in the city itself.
Well, that's a start.
And Fable looks towards you, Theo and Noctis. Would you want me to find you other friends then?
If you can, that would be great. Okay.
Oh, and one more thing. I'm looking for this person, particular. Showing the picture to Verdun.
Well, this is a picture of who?
Is actually my mother. I'm showing both picture and the letter.
As he
Are you
shows
guys
you a picture
familiar
of
with
that.
this?
Is there a picture?
Hold on.
By the way, Verdun, just to keep you a heads up, the system is down. However, you didn't get an update that says other functions available. Sending.
Oh, at least that works. And I go ahead and press the badge on my label. Brook. I know. Hang on, I need to count this. Brook. I know you're here. You are either safe or in jail.
God damn it. God damn it.
Reply soon. End message.
Brook, you received that message. You hear a message that says, receiving from Verdance, Rennick. I forgot his title, so and so. Message.
Bloodstone Purifier.
Purifier.
I hear this message. Yes, we're in jail. If the others, I tell the specific branch of the station where we're at by looking at when we were entering.
You were covered in a bag, remember?
Oh, fuck!
You're on the other hand.
I
get bagged.
I look at Kiro. Where are we?
In the jail.
Specifically, where? What branch of station are we? Did you see? You were not bagged.
Do I know? Sorry, cause I'm a bit asleep at the moment.
that's fine.
Can I roll? What do I know? What station we are at specifically?
History check if you want.
Please.
I too would like to make a history check.
Sure, go ahead.
That's a dirty 20.
With a 30-20, yep.
I guess I don't need to. I'll go back to cooking.
With a 30-20. By the way, for you, Bezdna, make a cooking skill check. Kiro,
Utensil.
if you're unsure where you are, you're on the main headquarters of Clockwork Keep's Enforcer branch at the Pendulum State.
Okay.
Right.
As I hear this, I'm like, fuck. Continuing the message, fuck. I tell the the details of where we are. At the Pendulum State, we're fine. Pheel is being interrogated. Done.
Do you two know someone by the name of Pheel?
Well,
In the
I don't know this. I don't know this.
this is directly towards Noctis and Theo.
Yeah.
Do you two know someone named Pheel?
Teal?
Pheel.
Teal? Wait, who's Teal?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Huh?
Pheel. I know my accent's a bit rough, but Pheel.
Make a history check, guys. You guys really don't remember.
I got 9.
Oh,
my
god.
god.
It makes sense character wise.
Huh?
Noctis?
I think he's referring to you, Theo.
No. He's asking you both, but Noctis, just roll. Let's just see if you remember.
Oh, history.
Do I remember who?
Yeah,
Yo.
let's see. Let's just see if you remember. Maybe in the back of your head you could remember.
Oh man.
And he has a
Oh
plus
my.
7.
Oh my god.
Noctis,
Who am I supposed to remember?
Noctis, you might remember a Phil in the group with the turtle.
Phil. Okay, sorry. I keep referring to him as Pheel.
Theo.
Yeah,
Yes?
you might remember somebody by the name of Phil. You're not too sure if that's the same Phil.
Oh, Phil? Okay.
Is it Phil?
Yeah.
Ah.
And we both know Phil. What do you mean we don't know Phil?
I barely talked with the guy.
Well, I know where our friends are. That's the good news. The bad news is that they're at the Enforcer branch at Pendulum Keep in the Pendulum State. Sorry, Clockwork Keep in Pendulum State.
Verdans were not from free, so you might as well tell the tourists that.
Fable looks at you with a concerned face. How did they get arrested in that place?
I'm assuming the same way these people landed in your territory.
Well, you're lucky we found them. Those enforcers got them. You're not too sure how long they're gonna get out. As long as they tell the truth, they should be fine.
Did.
With their luck, knowing their luck, I think even if they tell the truth, they're not gonna get out fine.
This bullshit.
They do manage to get out before from prison, so I guess they can take care of themselves.
Yeah, they can take care of themselves all right.
Yes,
but will
definitely.
they get out from prison by
Foreshadowing.
telling the truth?
Cray! You take out all of the equipment that you have. Zach has confiscated your sickles, your sword, your shotgun. You then take out the pencil.
Alright, kids! Have you seen this green arrow?
Oh God, Zach, you see him pull out what seems to be an ordnance.
Right now, I think I drank so much and I feel
Oh my God!
tipsy. So I'm like, mas ayeta, agata.
He's given
Is
up.
Emily not there?
Zach has given up.
Towards you, Cray, and she bunks you with put the with a small bat.
Let me
Don't
ditch
play
the
with that.
tail!
It's fine.
I'll also spike a bit of his milk with the whiskey.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh my God.
Maybe this will quiet him down.
Shall I roll for whatever it is?
No, hold up, hold up. Zach, make a stealth check. Sorry, sleight of
Sleight
hand
of
and
hand.
stealth check.
You just need to beat Cray's passive
Nope.
perception.
It's 12.
What's Cray's passive perception?
Should be 14.
14.
Oh,
Oh.
Cray, you see Zach put something in your milk.
What? I don't need other thing than milk, Zach. Milk are healthy.
It's special milk.
Special milk?
Special milk. Make a
Only,
persuasion
only
check. Zach.
for adults.
Make a perception check with make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. 17.
Okay. Cray, roll us insight with disadvantage.
Inside, I see. I'm already at -1. How low should I be?
Natural 20.
Double nat 20s. Come on.
Hold on, disadvantage. It's very laggy.
It's for adult.
Cray's looking at it. Cray's thinking about it. Processing. I think it's 9.
It's good. It'll make you taller.
Well.
Did I get 9?
I don't know. What did you roll? Where did you roll?
I roll it, but it's empty. I don't.
Are you asking me?
Alvarez not
Let's see.
responding. Alvarez not responding. So if he's a 9 minus 1, then it's a...
Am I just?
Is that your lowest?
Am I just? Am I just default? Default just have to drink it.
Uh,
Hold on.
Roll one more time, Cray.
What?
There it is.
12.
Wow. That close, unfortunately. Cray, you believe him so much that even Emily just awkwardly smiles and just say, "Hey."
I'll drink it. I'll trust you, Zahara. Zach.
What did you do? What did you spike him with?
A whiskey.
Oh God.
Oh God.
If I remember, he couldn't even stand vodka.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Yeah, we were drinking them. We were drinking a bunch. He
Yeah.
literally lost it after the first drink.
Right. Cray, you take the drink. You sip the milk. You take it all in one gulp. Yes.
Yep.
Make a con save.
CrayGray, please be useful for once. For a 15, is that good?
Yep, it's enough.
Wow, sir, thank you for the special milk. Either way,
It's
arrows.
18 con save.
18. Oh, God.
18
Yeah, whiskey is 18.
Oh God. Never mind. You feel very livid. Cray, you're so alive.
You feel taller.
You feel like you increase your height increased by a centimeter.
Cray tried to walk and he fall.
He's knocked out, isn't he?
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
see the green arrow roll somewhere, so good
Ah!
luck.
Oh God.
And you know. Right.
Didn't Emily already take the green arrow?
No, I
Yeah,
have
she
2
did.
of them.
Oh God. Okay. Well, just the case she picks up the other one, just making sure that it doesn't blow up. Right. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. The other group, Mr. Phil.
That's me.
You are put into a room, an empty room with a glass wall on the right side, and you then get approached by a lovely tiefling lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks towards you and she says, "Right, Phil, you're from Crowning City, right? I must say, where are your papers?"
I have them right here. I take out the
And she sees your
papers.
papers. Right. It says right here you entered to Frey in the southern part, right? Hmm.
Yes.
How come I don't see any passageways going to the eastern side?
I was on like a transport ship.
I see. And
suppose,
what's the
yeah.
name of this vessel?
I'm not really sure because like I was hitchhike, like the hitcher, right? It was like a blimp in the sky.
I see, a blimp in the sky. Right, so how are you associated with Brook, Rootweaver, and Mr. Kiro?
Do they know me now?
We met, I think, at the train from DrakenHeim.
Ah, so he is Mr. Brook Rootweaver.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, is that him? Is that his full name or something?
Ah. So she then shows you a picture. Is this the same guy you saw who's with you right now?
What picture am I seeing?
You see a picture of him with other people. It seems to be an event where you guys attended last time in Port Royal.
Last time in Port Royal? Wait. Is it the one in the bar?
No. In surprisingly, this is a picture of him in the arena in one of the floating stones.
Okay. Can I insight check to see if I say yes, it will lead to a good ending or something?
Make an insight check. Yeah, sure. Make a vibe check.
I'm gonna vibe chat this lady. I got myself an 11.
An 11. Yeah, you definitely could tell that. Maybe she could help you out right now. You know, she just tells the truth, nothing but the truth, and all about the truth.
And I'm like, yeah, I think is something going on here?
Right. So you're saying a dead man is here right now.
A dead man?
Yes. And she shows you another poster and says, "These are the mothered heroes. They died technically up north."
Huh? And I look at the two pictures. It's the same.
Same guy.
What? What is heroes? Him? Don't look like the guy.
But look. Oh, okay. All right.
His nose is too big.
Wow.
All right. So if I tell you right now, if I call his spouse right now,
No.
would you tell me she won't get angry that he's here, alive and kicking?
I have no idea because like that's his personal problem. I respect people's boundaries, and I just got hit in the face. Like, what am I supposed to know? So, I don't know.
I see that in your records that you have been arrested here before.
Oh yeah.
You assaulted a police officer.
Yeah. We made that afterwards though.
It also says you were bringing contraband.
And I'm like, my arms are folded and my nose are up, like so proud of myself. Totally.
Armed robbery.
Yep. Armed robbery? What did I rob?
First degree murder.
What the fuck? The fuck did I kill? What?
It says right here, and she just shows you records. It's literally stating a lot of things that you did for street cred.
No, I told him it's just gonna be the assault. What the hell? That guy. I'm not gonna give him his tickets.
Right, so something's off about this. You don't look like a killer to me, Phil. You look like a nice guy.
Thank you. I don't get that a lot, honestly. I don't know why people just like to assume things.
So, what is it? What can I do to convince you to tell me the truth then? And she goes by your table and she basically, rumps you up and shows you some sort of skin.
Oh. Well, that depends. What kind of truth are you looking for?
Are these people? And she points towards the martyred heroes.
Okay. When it comes to them, as far as I know, they look the same. And I don't know any of their history or whatever heroic deeds they do.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I don't know much. You're gonna have to find that out yourself. Because, yeah, that's the situation here. They look the same, I guess they're the same people.
Are you in any relation to a lady by the name of Urza?
Yeah.
Funny.
Why?
Because she paid for your bail.
She did.
If anything, she's outside right now.
That's surprising.
Yes, indeed. She wasn't even supposed. No one was supposed to even know that you guys were here. But yet she came by, visited, saying that she felt that you were around.
And then I suddenly start looking serious and my hands are on top of the table like making a triangle. Something's going on here.
Something indeed, but I can't do much. You have been paid for your bail. Although you have a +1, who do you want to bring with?
I'll take Bezdna with me, I guess. What about the others, though?
Are you associated with the others?
Well, to be fair, they did save my life. Things happened at the train. And if I want to keep up my morality, unless we all go out, I'm gonna have to stay. I'm afraid.
Alright. We'll put you back in the cell.
Okay.
Then,
Well, can you do something about this first, though? I show him
What?
about the infected arm.
Oh. And she basically waves at the window. You then see a man with a weird hat comes in. He starts to pray with a holy symbol. It's the same guy you saw before, Vascoon. And for a brief moment, as he says his prayers, you slowly start to heal. And yes, your infection is gone.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm cleansed of my sins. I feel like you can now wipe the records off of my police record. I wink.
He looks towards you. Sure.
I give it a shot, and then I follow suit back to the cell, I guess.
As they put you back in the cell. Brook, you see him clean. He doesn't have the infection anymore.
Oh, thank God. Were
And
you
then she looks
alright?
towards you, Brook.
No.
So, Mr. Brook, by the looks of it.
I look at Phil!
What?
Did you tell them my name?
I don't even know your name. Except for Brook.
I look. What? We've been
Except for
talking.
Brook.
Yeah,
I know
Brook.
your name is Brook.
Yeah.
And she raises an eyebrow, so your name is Brook.
Yes.
Ah, the fuck. Yes, I'm Brook Rootweaver. Yes.
Okay, just to make it simple, I'll let you out if you tell me the truth. You're alive, yes?
Yes, I am alive. Yes.
That man over there is Kiro?
Yes, this is Kiro.
Are you here on official business?
Yes.
By the crown or by yourself?
We know that this is for ourselves, right?
Yes.
Is
For
that
ourselves.
information for us to divulge? Damn it.
What's the password?
Nani? We had a password?
We had a password?
I think back. Did Salsa tell a password to us?
Oh yeah, Salsa. You know Salsa? I look over to Jane.
Make a history check.
I have keen mind.
Pheel, can you shut up, please?
Okay.
I have keen
As you
mind.
say the names of other people, the other four were like, hmm.
Do I remember?
What did you roll?
I have keen mind.
What did you roll?
I need to roll you, ah? Okay.
Because She didn't technically tell you,
Oh, okay, alright. That's
but
fine.
you might have seen some words on her desk.
Why didn't she tell us?
She
What the
was
fuck
gonna
is
tell you
this?
until something happened, remember?
This bullshit! Hiya! Dirty 20!
You remember in the back of your mind, with your keen mind, you remember on her desk on that very day, she was about to tell you. You
Uh-huh.
see on the desk, you see her name, Jane. Password. Spicy lemon.
I just in case I don't know, I'll just cast message spicy lemon.
She face palms and she looks towards you. Yep. She looks at you like, all right. She calls into Henry and she tells her, "Yep, they're officially free. These guys are imposters. They look like those of the martyred hero. They're free to go."
Fucking
Henry then says, "Okay, kind of sus, but all right." And all four of you, or all five of you, are free to go.
okay.
Just before we leave, I just give sandwiches to the other four.
Mm-hmm. And they take the sandwiches and like, "Oh, thank you, thank you."
Bye bye
And-
for now.
All right, bye for now. They all wave. And just as you guys leave, Jane approaches Phil and hands him a coded message.
For fuck's sake!
Mm-hmm. I take it. What do I see?
It's a bit weird.
Uh-huh.
So you see just numbers on the middle of the page.
Oh no, this shit. Okay. What you holding there, Phil?
Oh, well, we'll see. What am I holding?
You see these numbers.
Where did you send?
Oh wait, sorry.
140797.
Okay.
In August 1997.
Or is this coordinates? I don't know.
And
I'll-
on the bottom right, it says,
Uh-huh. Look for what the fuck is this? 14.
Look for CC.
And as you read this, Phil, you could have sworn, but some kind of wind pushes your hand and you let go of the letter. The piece of paper starts to move about faster than usual, faster than the wind could take it. If anything, it feels like it's being dragged away somewhere.
Is it bringing us somewhere?
I go follow it and try to catch it.
And just as you do,
Uh-huh.
you see the crumpled piece of paper reach towards a lantern, and it starts to burn.
Where are you going, Phil?
Oh, no, nothing. It's just because the wind.
Okay,
let's
what
go.
was what 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 was on the paper?
It was something. I'll have to think about it.
Is it something that you don't want to say out loud?
I don't think at the moment. I'm not so sure.
I'm becoming a Pheel. When did you keep secrets?
I always keep secrets. Excuse you, Bezdna, my dear friend. I mean, have you ever seen my stash of eddies under my mattresses?
A stash of what?
And as you guys are having this conversation, it's almost nighttime.
Your letter seems to be still burning.
What can I Look for CC.
Look for
What does that remind me of back at home? The numbers.
Make either a history check, an arcana check, or an intelligence check.
It's gonna or intelligence. I'm gonna roll a history. I got a 21.
21.
Mm.
This is a code. A code or an album number, actually.
what?
I'll try to walk to the limousine.
As you walk to the limousine, just before you reach the limousine, you notice to your right, you see Urza on the wheelchair. And she
Urza?
approaches you from the side, and she waves at you, and she says, "Oh, hi, Phil."
Oh, hey. What brings you here?
And she
Is it
starts to stand up on her own.
Oh, I forgot you could do that.
And that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh,
Dun,
Wouldn't it be
dun.
Wouldn't it be funny if the next session started and then like it started with her falling down?
Why?
Pheel, make an
Terrible
dexterity
freaking
check.
On our session from eastern side of Ray. So, group 2, they have met up with Verdance, Theo, Noctis, Verdance, Malcolm, Cray, Zach, and Emily will be heading on to their respected mission. While Phil, Bezdna, Kiro, and Brook will find out another way to figure out what to do next. But they have been been approached by a lovely lady in a wheelchair. Will they be distracted or will they do their job? Find out next time on our adventures with Team 2 TKN SF.
You guys need a
Find
new name.
picture of
Need a new
mud.
Alright, thank you guys for playing. I hope you will see you next week. It's a bit of a short session, but I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys met up with some new people, and some of you met up with older people. Some of you don't know how to keep secrets, some of you know how to keep secrets. We'll see how this goes.
Yes.
Bye for now. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's see you next time. Bye-bye.
Why?
Why?
You guys want to be called Team TMP? Too many players.
Too many.
Too many
Yes,
players.
yes, we handle secrets very well. Yes, of course.
Except Phil.
It's simple. You guys.
Oh, do you know someone's...
I'm so sorry, Phil. I hurt Till.
Oh, you did save us from that thing, Phil. Like when you mentioned Solo.
Okay.
A little
'cause
bit, yeah, you lead it to it.
Yeah, albeit that it was in a more hectic manner, but yeah.
I was so confused. Like a password. Did she tell us password?
And then Brook with the clutch in mind.
Oh my god.
You're lucky at Kid Mine, you motherfucker.
It really helps.
Oh boy. Lots of fan
Okay.
service tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
I'm
Wish.
headed, guys. Night.
Alright, good
Alright,
night.
good
Well,
night.
That's done for now, Cray and
Gotta go to
Regalia.
sleep.
I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll continue this next week. Same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
Next
forward to
week.
it.
I can't play next week.
No.
That's
Okay.
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 So Brook and Phil, you gotta handle this on your own.
As well as Bezdna.
Well, yeah, with Bezdna. 3 people should be fine.
Okay.
Famous last words.
But Kiro, you're our medic.
The moment
You're
Kiro,
our healer.
the moment husband returns back to playing Kiro. What the fuck happened here? As you see everyone's down.
Chaos, just everything.
Verdant
Phil
on
got
top
the
of a bunch
purple
of
infection
people.
again.
It's like violent.
I like to imagine like we went out of the prison building, we're just strolling outside. Oh look, it's a limo, and then all of a sudden, Kira's like got snatched up by a purple flying baby, and everyone was just like, "Oh, okay, that happened." Anyway,
No. What happened was that you got kidnapped by a bunch of sheep.
Purple sheep, man.
Purple sheeps, yes, of course.
Purple sheep, even worse.
Yes, fan service. A lot of fan service.
So,
Oh, God.
showing skin,
I
Mhm.
genuinely hope no one took pictures of that,
Oh,
or else the both of you are screwed.
I'm wearing a mask, but like I don't think that's gonna help.
I mean, I'm totally not gonna tell you about my cybernetic eye with implanted camera. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just nasty.
Nani?
I fear for both you and Brook Hazim, Kiro.
Why?
If
You like
pictures were taken,
No, it didn't. Right, Yura? Right.
I'm gonna roll a d20. Let's see.
For fuck's sake! I was wearing a mask! I remember I'm still
Yeah,
wearing
and
a
are
mask.
the enforcers really going to let that happen? Or are they
What
the
happened?
incompetent?
Here, she's on the cupboard.
But the
Yeah.
other two.
I mean, it would definitely draw some eyes the moment Jane decided to shut the.
Yeah.
Expose herself.
Yes, those were the words I was looking for.
Exposure.
Nope, none of them had cameras at the time.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You guys are lucky. You dodged the bullet.
Oh my God.
You have plausible deniability.
The next time you're gonna play a zip, I'm gonna throw every possible worst thing I'm gonna say outside. I'm gonna text it. I'm gonna ping every DM about it. Laurel punya wife. Not anymore. Yeah.
I don't have a wife yet.
Yeah, not yet.
I'm not in a.
Why you,
I am
you
Laurel
busted,
is
Yura.
Sorry?
You busted, you played the Tima card,
I didn't play Tima.
Pheel.
Oh.
If you call the spouse, I'm like, you better not Pheel, you better not speak anything.
How do they even
Lucky
know
for
Q has
you,
a
I
spouse?
legit don't know anything.
Yeah,
If
lucky
as
How
a
do they even know
character.
Brook has a spouse?
Oh, what?
Oh, your paperwork.
You found in some paperwork a while ago, didn't you?
Yeah, they've drinking.
So even up until now, the only one who've been exposing Brook is Brook himself.
Bullshit.
The order to find out was all you to Brook.
Yeah,
I would think that it's a backup plan or something that you could trust me more.
You know it's a secret society.
That's
You
what I
know.
talk to only to them.
Ako, nandiyan po na.
I know what's gonna happen next. You're gonna get kidnapped by the church next.
Aya ka nang pabawa ka out of the fang, ha? Ato stress ko, ha?
If you get kidnapped, please don't bring me alongside. Like,
Yeah, I will bring you, Kiro.
No, Q. You forget. There's a. If Verdance is here, you know what other NPC is also should be here, right?
No, this bullshit.
You know a certain Lady Fang is here.
I know.
CQ, you have other things to worry about.
There's so many things I have to worry about, Jim.
Speaking of, how is Avi? Have you guys heard anything from him?
He's in Philippines, I think.
Still in
Yeah.
Philippines.
Yeah.
He's still on holiday.
Oh,
I say quote unquote holiday.
well,
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy meeting up with the 13s. TK, they are a friendly bunch. Luckily, you didn't meet the
Pabawa ka out
40
of the fang, ha? Ato stress ko, ha?
if you get kidnapped, please don't
Oh,
bring
not
me
gonna
along.
lie,
the
I'm jealous
picture
about you guys meeting the
We're done,
13th.
right?
Oh.
Sorry?
I
Not
haven't
gonna lie,
shown the picture. Sorry, carry on.
There you go.
She was. I had two
I've-
voices.
I haven't shown the picture yet to Verdun.
Can you show it to Verdant so they know Mike one?
No, I was just jealous that they get to make the 13th.
Oh yeah. You would
Oh,
love
you
it.
guys rolled.
What is the
Yeah.
13 though?
You'll find out the history of it if you pursue the knowledge. Yeah.
He's still on holiday.
Knowledge.
If you don't want to know about it, you don't need to ask.
Through the
If
knowledge.
you want to know about it, you have to ask.
I
You
say
have to ask
quote
the
unquote
other members.
holiday.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to Verdun next week then.
Okay.
Wait, how do I fucking read?
Sorry?
I'm sorry. I don't understand the technicality of Twitch.
But yes, I'm assuming Zahara gave him. Wait, no, he's drunk. Never mind.
Yeah. Were we live, Cray?
Hmm?
Were we live?
Yeah, all this time.
Oh! I didn't notice at all.
Yeah, both
I
Cray and
always
Regalia.
assume we were always live when we go.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
the reason why I live for a very big, like, I'm just doing it because my girlfriend wanted to watch. So I was like, okay, I mean, you can join us if you want to. And then she was like, no.
Malu.
No, I don't want to. This is your thing, it's not me. She's so introverted.
But for sure, I'm gonna drag her here.
Yeah.
I understand. Aku pun malu.
What?
What lies comes out of your mouth, Q?
Oh my god.
I don't even need my passive insight to know that isn't true.
Wow.
Somebody just rolled a net 1 in deception.
What you mean?
I was gonna think, like, is Phil gonna not reveal? Okay, I'm gonna try this simple question. Do you know do you know Brook and Kiro? Like,
I'm like, damn it! How did she know my name? Ah, okay, she was testing it. Ah, fuck it.
yes, she was testing it.
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
she
like,
was
do you know
testing.
Brook and Kiro? It's like, then Phil's like, yeah, I know these guys. Like, oh.
I mean, if I say no, I mean they just came into the cell with me. Like that's an obvious lie anyway. So
Yeah. Which is right. Which is fine. That's fine. The moment you
Yeah.
told the truth, like, oh, there it is. There it is.
and then she was like trying to get me to say that Brook is the martyred Brook, but like, how am I supposed to know that?
Well, you saw the statue.
I saw the statue, yeah, but I still can't believe it. It's Brook.
Oh. Yeah, he's not the kind to be a hero. Yes, of course. That is true.
He's clearly not dead. And they say that the martyred heroes died up north.
Mm.
Yes.
By the way,
that was
just
the information we were
now,
supposed to meet.
did Nas mention Phil or Theo? I really think
Phil.
Theo.
It was Phil, right? I thought it was
Yes.
Theo too. I had to listen twice. I think.
Oh, is that Phil?
POV Theo.
It's the accent. It's the accent Verdance uses. It's very deep.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
He even apologized for it. Like, my accent is makes it difficult to say.
I like how I was just gone from the jail cell a couple of seconds ago, and you guys already forgot about me.
I mean,
They-
to be fair, you hang out with me often though than the rest.
Yeah. I mean, we have like little bit of interaction, but that's it.
Yeah.
We drank together.
That was funny. I was like, well, I lost my mind when I heard you guys. Okay, you guys can have the crate. I'm like, serious?
They don't really care, Yura. Why do they?
Your brain just go flip instantly. It's like, wait, what?
You put the wrong people in the wrong places.
Yes.
I mean, as a character, Theo care more about Malcolm safety
Yeah, that's
for
true.
now.
So I was like, oh god. Well, all right. This escalates some stuff.
Just make things much more easier to handle.
It's more like the wrong character.
Are you trying to
rolled
make
the
us
wrong
fight
places.
just now?
No, you could have, but you know, luckily you took the passive route, which is great.
Yeah.
There was a reason why there was a map for it.
When I saw the map at Roll20, I'm like, oh no, something's gonna go down.
We did it! The
was
Troublesome
funny.
Kids ruined DM again!
No,
Yeah, boy.
the one thing that made me lose my mind was see Phil. All she asked was just to take out your shirt, and then this guy, oh my hand!
Yeah, out of nowhere! I'm like, fuck you! Oh, you make it worse!
Inda, he took this opportunity. I didn't fix the problem. It's getting worse. I should get it fixed with this situation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, instead of me losing my HP, I might as well just suck up my pride right now.
and tell the truth, but the problem is telling the truth. Oh, infectious! You took the drugs!
Wrong place, man. Wrong. It's like when you have like you have a normal flu symptoms, but it's during COVID. Like, oh no,
oh no,
we need to contain this.
I'm coughing.
Yura, did I make myself more suspicious because I know about the Order of the Fang?
Yes.
Obviously, it's a secret society.
That's why I was just talking to them.
Wala pundora. You know, not everybody in the church is at the.
You don't willingly just say that secret society out and about. Apalagi in Eastern Frey.
I thought it could back me up, man.
It technically backed you up, but
no,
all suspicions, if anything.
All it did was confirm the fact that you know secrets of the state. You know a very like deep secret.
Yeah.
It's like finding out about like if the Illuminati was real. And
Nothing's
you
gonna.
you told the low-level grunts that, oh yeah, I know about the Illuminati.
Nothing's gonna happen
I
to
know
Brook,
the
right?
Illuminati too, Father Hamish. I'm like,
Nothing's gonna happen to Brook, right? When he told that, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know if snitches get stitches.
What you mean? I talk to only them, the faith of Frey. What you mean?
Wait, Yura, is Lady Fang still in the Eastern Frey?
I don't know. We'll find out.
It's bullshit.
Hey yo, if they call you a snitch, Brook, I cannot help you at all. It's you all on your
I
own.
didn't snitch. I just told them.
I just have this scene in my mind. You get brought to the church, and just waiting at the very end of the church is Lady Fang.
Oh God. I don't wanna.
Ominously looking at you.
Malas to akala ko baka nabawa to their thing, the Fang. Malas ko.
Terus kena baptize si Brook tuh. Biar ko.
As long as the group with the gang members don't start a gang war, we're fine.
Just
For
watch
now.
it all burn, Yura.
I believe in the teams. You guys don't
Oh,
need to
God.
do a gang war, right?
Holy shit, my neck. Yes.
I
Well,
don't want
if
to.
they didn't have a gun in the supply.
I feel like we probably should have said goodbye to Kiro, like a proper farewell.
Wow.
I mean, it was fun. I love the music though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was vibing. It was just chilling in the crib. That was a
Chilling in
good
the
All right,
game. Yeah.
all right. You're do a diss track session next week.
No,
Okay,
great. Alright. I need to drink more wine. Something hard. Something strong enough to not make CrayGray intellectually present. or prospectively aware. I don't know. No rap. No, please.
You guys remember who Sapphire was, right?
I remember StarFire.
No, I mean, for si Q sama si.
It's one
Yeah,
of the story characters, ka?
Yeah.
Sapphire.
Is StarFire's not the team?
Nope. She's not part of the. She's part of 13, but she was a recurring character from before.
Oh.
Oh, that's Sapphire.
I see. You know what? I need to end this stream right now.
That's what I was like saying. I'm looking at stream right now. It's still
Yeah.
up.
It's still timing. It's 2 minutes. I was like, maybe it's too long. Alright. Everybody say bye. Bye. Y'all stinky poopy. Take a bath. Small pee pee.
Oh my god.
It's still going because I'm laggy. God, lag.
I'm a leg.
I'm a lag. Come on, man. Why must you do me like this? Alright, it's good.
Oh yeah.